Hey everybody! Welcome to this week's episode of Dungeons and Demigods! We're back this week after having missed last week. Unfortunately, a fair few of our cast members had other things that they had scheduled for the day, so we just couldn't make it. Instead, you might hear us make reference to a small, not quite canon one-shot that we did in the place of that off-camera. We don't know if we'll be releasing that anywhere anytime soon. For today, I'm going to go ahead and have our my players introduce you. You probably know most of them if you stuck around for the last 16 weeks, though we are missing the wonderful Schooner or later, the wonderful Hannah. She, unfortunately, is taking a bit of a trip this week, so will not be joining us for this week's episode. So, in Discord order, we're going to go ahead and start with lovely Kate.
Hey guys, I am Kate, or Cloudy Kate. You can find me, Cloudy Kate, Cloudy.Kate on
Cloudy something.
Cloudy Cosplay on Instagram, Cloudy Kate Cos on Twitter, Cloudy_K8 on Twitch. They're all different because I hate everything.
Okay. And who do you
wasn't
play?
it. I play Antigone Stewart, daughter of Nemesis, and the only one who has any idea what's slightly going on.
Okay. Next person up is
Valid.
Ben. That's you. We're going Discord order, man.
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Hi, what's up, everyone? I'm Ben, also known as Bender's D&D. I play Luke, who is the son of Zeus, although he doesn't know that currently, because
Oh.
no think.
I was so confused. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that last week I took away your memory.
Thanks, ass.
Next, oh, mean. Next person up is...
Let me try that again.
Today's a weird
Hi.
mood.
I'm Birdie the Bard. On all the social medias. I am a dungeon master over on This Show is a Mimic, where we should probably host this. I'll do that.
Oh yeah, you should set that up.
Hey, right.
And yeah, I play Cadmus
Didn't think I
Mortimer,
missed this.
twin brother of Calliope, who's going next. And I'm a child of Hades, and he's a pretty cool guy, I like to think.
Is he?
I think he's pretty cool. And then our next person is...
Oh, I'm Val. It's really nice to meet you.
Mute, server mute, server mute.
Never do that. Val, never do that again. God,
I'm the
no.
Queen of Blue.
And
No.
that is... I am server muted Val.
I had to deal with that for an hour and a half earlier. That was great.
Oh, I
You
hate
dealt
it.
with it for like 5 minutes. And I
No, because then you started it
again.
again.
5 minutes
No,
felt
no.
like an hour.
All right, Val. Who do you play? Who do you play, Val? Miss
Hi.
Princess of Darkness.
Hi, I'm Val. I use she, they pronouns, and I play Calliope. He's a she, her pronouns. And she is a child of Hades, the twin sister to Cadmus. Also, I'm the Netty Niffler on the TikTok, the Twitter, and the Instagram, but more importantly, Cowie is the Prince of the Woo! I can't wait to be server muted this whole
And the next person is...
Hi. I'm Bunny.
Who are you?
Bunny, I'm the one with the lost memories.
Ah.
I'm Bunny. I am chaotic bunny on all my socials. I play Maya, an unclaimed child of Apollo.
Bunny,
And I
do you
also
need
play
to tap
on
out?
I also play on Fae Fiends and Friends. On Witches of Woodside, and I play a bitchy sorority sorcerer cat on there. And
Cool. And then our last player for the evening.
It's been a while since I've been the last one.
I know, this is good.
It's so special again. Hi, I'm Abby, aka Clueless_DM on the Talk, Tic Tac, Paddywhack, Give You a Dog a Bone. And I play Viva Montgomery, who is the forgotten third emo sibling, who's not actually related. So, in true amalgamation, here we go. We'll just do that, and then, I play V, who is a very nice, very good character.
I was about to say you're adopted, but not anymore.
No.
You're out of the family.
And I have mac and cheese. Not sponsored. That's all.
No, not at all.
We are not sponsored by mac and cheese.
Thank you, players, for introducing yourselves. Hi, I am Obsidian Olive Aaron. I DM this lovely bunch of people who we all seem to be in a weird mood today, and that's okay. That's
I
okay.
exist.
Go ahead. Let's just go ahead, and I'll start you guys off on a recap of what happened last week. So, our 7, normally 6 this week, lovely adventurers are all children of the gods who are on a quest or several quests, but specifically one quest right now to reclaim the Thyrsus of Dionysus from his vineyard in Northern California. They have made their way there after a few days worth of travel, a lot of chasing, several awful enemies, lots of snakes, and they finally made their way to the vineyard and to the malicious maze of madness that surrounds it. 2 of the players, Hannah, who's not present this week, and Bonnie's character Maya, have made it through the maze at this point and are waiting for the others to make their way there. Currently, we have 3 of our lovely players, Calliope, Annie, and V, have all found each other in the maze, have fought a large ooze monster, and are attempting to escape on their own. Whereas Cadmus and Luke have also found each other. However, Luke, while wandering the maze, has adopted a form of madness, which has caused him some amount of amnesia at this point in time and does not know who he is. Where we're going to be picking off this week is at the end of the maze. We're going to be starting with young Maya as you stand there pacing back and forth, waiting for your friends to make it to the end of the maze. Fog surrounds you in a wall forward, though you can still see the bright exit behind you.
Okay. Maya is going to try and cast Sunshine Burst towards the maze.
Sunshine Burst. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me see here. Let me pull up the spell description again real quick.
She's gonna warn Addie to close her eyes and just.
Addie will full on take her hands, intertwine them, and throw them in front of her. Let me pull up the spell description. Let's see here. Sunshine Burst. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, and you're pointing it up or outwards?
Out towards the maze. She's
Towards the
probably.
maze.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you are going to take your hands together. You haven't done much with your domain over light and the sun specifically. Your powers have been more specifically focused on, magic that can see the future. My brain is losing words. You focus on medicine, and you've not really tried to focus the power of the sun before. So you take your hands in front of you, and are just trying to channel the power of the sun and push it forward. May you please make me just make it a spell bonus roll. So just your d20 plus your wisdom.
Okay. 15.
15. Okay. So in front of you, the fog disappears, or the fog and causes vision to disappear about 10 feet in front of you. And you put your hands forward, and this radiant white-orange light begins to just pool from between your fingertips into a singular sphere at the center of your palms. You push forward, and it shoots forward in a beam, causing rays of light to scatter across the mists. The refraction of light causes shimmers of rainbows to go through the fog, and you see that it very much brightens up the fog in front of you, and light begins to penetrate through it. You're not sure how effective it is at the current moment, just because you can't see. You're not currently standing in the fog, but you've done something at this point. A flash of light has gone forward. And are you going to attempt to do anything else during this time?
No. She's just gonna try and.
Okay. From there,
hope that they follow it.
we're going to go ahead and move to Annie, Calliope, and V, who are all currently standing around the husked-out corpse of an ooze-style monster that had been full of wine. What are you three doing? Annie, I will remind you that you are grasping your shield and unable to let go of it.
I believe I was gonna try to make Callie drink it because it actually tastes pretty good.
In wine, no!
I'm gonna take a little sip of the ooze monster corpse.
Is that the best idea? We don't know what around that. Ooh.
It's my dad's vineyard. I'm sure it's fine. Nothing
So
bad
you-
ever happened to the kid.
You take a sip, and it's very sweet and very rich. It's pretty decent, and it doesn't immediately give you any feelings of acidity or anything that would harm you in any way that you know of.
Not bad. Doesn't taste like death. Val, your mic is not picking up.
Curse you, Mike!
Oh, there we go. That came through.
Hey. Wait. No. Yes. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
It feels like death, is what Callie says.
Yeah.
Yes, Callie, you're still soaking wet in just purple red mixture that is dribbling down your face as you had previously been engulfed by this creature before it was killed.
I'm gonna turn to V and go, okay, be honest with me. could I do purple hair? Do you think that would work for me? Do you think that would go to the aesthetic? Because I mean,
I think maybe not like the entire thing. Maybe just like the tips, or maybe just like a little bit. Like it's just like a quick
ooh, I love that.
accent, like pop of red, a little pop of red
I
and
like
purple.
a pop of red.
Although
Yeah, I
I
love.
have to have a talk with my dad though. He should really use white wine so like you don't ruin all your clothes.
Yeah.
I'm appreciating this conversation, but we should really try to get out of this maze.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that.
We are trapped, and we don't know how to get out of here.
Well, I've always heard to follow the right side of the maze. Like I just kind of like keep my hand on there and just keep following it around. I have never been in a maze before, but I saw it like on Reddit once.
Right.
It is also her dad's maze, so she might be
It
getting
is my dad's maze.
godly senses. If that's a thing.
Are you?
Am I?
Are you? Do you want to make any amount of checks or attempt to feel anything?
Oh yeah, that should be something I do.
My whiny sense
yeah.
is tingling.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm gonna try to, well, because at this point I know that my power is like in leaves, not leaves, but like the vines and stuff. I kind of like vibe with real hard.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to like go up to like one of the walls where is the vines and whatnot, and I'm gonna try to like put my hand on it to try to see if I can like feel something.
Okay. You take both of your hands and you push them forward onto the vines, putting your fingers in between leaves and just intertwining yourself with the edges of the maze. And you begin to breathe slowly. It's a very cold day. You can feel the mist dragging its cold edges across your face. Your skin is warm to the touch, even though it's cold. And you don't get any divine sense of magic. However, okay. What's your passive perception?
12.
Okay. No, you don't get anything.
Yeah, I think my god senses are off today. They just aren't really working. I feel leaves. I feel cold. I feel some more
I
leaves.
mean, see, the leaves are good. Maybe in which case? Well, I guess we just gotta go through the maze and try and figure it out as best we can.
Okay, yeah, let's try to find our way through.
At least we're not alone.
Do I still remember the way in which Shadow bounded away? Is it still relatively straight?
At this point, you have made so many turns that it would be almost impossible to know, especially in the thick fog.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys just pick a direction and start moving?
Yeah.
Go right.
Okay, so you guys head to the right and begin to group up and walk forward through the right. And you begin to walk through the mists. We're going to go ahead and shift now to Luke and Cadmus. You two are at the large willow tree in a large clearing with several exits leading to and from this clearing. There are large trellises and rows of vines all around you. And Luke has just essentially informed Cadmus that he does not know who he is. What are you doing?
So, what?
What was that thing you just did? How did we get here? Did you do that?
Yeah, I shadow traveled, guy.
I don't know what that is.
I can like move.
I'm sorry. I don't. Do I know you?
Oh boy. Okay. I'm just gonna go over to Luke. I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder. Listen, okay? Eye contact.
I'm listening.
Yes. We're good friends. Your name is Luke. My name is Cadmus. And right now we're in a fair bit of danger, as you can probably guess.
Yeah, that thing. You shot it and it didn't die. That's worrying.
Yeah, it's some kind of monster. Listen,
I also did a thing. I don't know what that was.
Okay, cliff notes. You're a child of... We're both children of gods. Okay? Monsters are trying to kill us. We're in a maze right now.
Luke, as
Right.
he's saying these words, there isn't a disbelief in your brain. There's more of like a quiet confirmation, as though it feels right, even though you don't know the information.
Okay.
We're in a maze right now, and we need to get out. I think after we get out, it'll probably all come back to you at some point.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay, that's the sword that you got there, and from what I saw, you still remember how to use it, so...
Yeah.
Head on a swivel, let's head off.
Okay. Guess I gotta trust you.
As you say, let's head off. What's your passive perception, Cadmus and Luke? Two of you, I know Luke's yours is
my
15, correct?
Mine's 13.
My passive is 16.
16, okay. So, Luke, as he says, let's head off, you see over his shoulder, the third row over, there is a flash of white light down one of the tunnels.
That way. There was
Okay.
a flash. There was something.
Oh, that's probably Maya. Okay,
Who?
Maya, you're good friends with her too. She's also a kid of a god.
How many of us are there in here?
There are
How long have we
There-
been here?
We've not been here very long.
How long have I been here?
We've been here like a matter of minutes.
I don't remember anything. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it, man. Like, we just gotta get out of here, head towards the light, and we'll get out of here, and your memories will, I'm sure they'll come
Heading
back.
towards the light, usually a bad thing. Actually,
I
now
know,
you think about it. You know what?
Listen, I know, listen, when you die, there's not a lot of light, it's mostly shadow, so we don't need to worry about that.
How would you know that? You know what? Don't answer that question. I don't want to know.
Okay. We head towards the direction of the light.
Okay.
Yep.
Towards the light.
As the two of you begin to walk that direction, that glimmer of light that you saw, Luke, does not appear again. But you see that the mist around you is slowly beginning to clear, and eventually you reach almost like a physical edge of fog where you step through, and you can see a cloudy but sun-speckled sky, and directly in front of you there is an end to the vineyard where, standing in front of it, there is a girl who's probably about your age, who is sat down and is wearing a pink sweatshirt, and her hair has been brushed back. She's got a blue backpack slung over one shoulder, and there's another younger girl, probably like 12, 13, with blonde hair going over one side and a bow slung over her back, and she's pacing back and forth. Cad, you would also see this.
Cadmus?
Hey, guys.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh.
this one's Maya, this one's Addie.
Hi. Apparently we're friends. I don't remember anything. I don't know what happened.
The maze took
Good
Luke's
to
memories.
meet
I'm
again,
guessing it's
I guess?
temporary.
You're
Okay.
guessing it's temporary?
Dude,
I hope it's temporary. Addie speaks up from behind.
We're all kind of new at this.
Luke, are you okay?
Not really. I don't know what's going on. I vaguely remember that you guys aren't bad, but outside of that, I
wonder
don't
if
know
Annie will be
anything. I
able
don't
to help.
remember anything about you guys. I guess I vaguely know that you're friendly. It's more like a feeling than knowing it, if that makes sense.
Could we try some nectar?
Well,
Hey, this could be a whole opportunity, though. Like, while he doesn't, and she leans into the other two of you, while he doesn't remember us, we could change up his whole style and maybe get him out of the red hoodie?
Passive perception 16, would I hear this?
Yes, you would. Very much you
What's
would.
wrong with the... What?
uh,
This is a joke.
It's just you kind of wear it all the time.
I don't remember putting it on. so kind of not the top of my priority list.
Ooh, we could put him in a button-up shirt for Annie.
Who?
Oh, this is bad.
How many? How many of this are there?
7. I already said 7.
Okay.
We're waiting on 3 more, but
So where are they? Still in there? Shouldn't we go help them?
Did you
I
guys
think if
see
we go in the
my-
maze, we'll just get lost again. Yeah, we saw your flash. That's why we knew.
Okay. So hopefully they saw it too.
Hopefully.
Wait, you did that?
Yeah. Sun god.
Right.
Sun god.
Okay.
Aphrodite, Hades, Zeus.
Me?
You're Zeus.
So-
Well,
Hey,
I
this is
think Maya had said
keep me
earlier
some-
that we should wait for them, and that seemed to work for you guys. So maybe we should sit down and wait.
Yeah, going back in the maze, we're only gonna get lost, and then we'll.
But they could be in danger. What if there's? I mean, Cad, you saw that thing.
Yeah, don't worry.
What if?
Don't worry.
What if
they've
What
got-
if
they've
another?
got-
What
they've
if it
got
finds
someone-
them?
It's fine.
What if they're in trouble in there?
They've got someone like me in
Luke.
there. They'll get out.
I
What if
know
they
that
need help?
you can't. I know that you can't remember them, but a couple of them could kick your butt. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Couple.
So
Okay. That thing. I mean, I don't even know what
You're
you guys
trusting
saw in there,
us?
but we were being chased by a thing. Cad shotgun did barely anything to it.
So
Big wood monster. Not good.
you're trusting us right now, despite not really knowing anything. We're just trying to trust them to get out right now. So
There's not a lot.
That
we
doesn't
can
feel
do.
right.
I know the compulsion. That's my sister in there. But if we go in, we're only gonna get lost, and then they're gonna come after us, and then it's gonna be a vicious cycle. Gotta trust that they'll get out.
Kind of like takes a look back towards the maze, and he's just got this instinct to help. Doesn't quite know where it's coming from, even though he doesn't know what to look for.
Luke,
But he's just got that instinct to help, and he's just like,
Luke,
Oh,
you want to help?
okay, I guess.
If you want to help them, just stay right here. Focus
Okay.
on trying to remember, okay?
I'll try.
Maya's gonna sit down with them and just start talking about how they met and
Okay.
everything. And she's actually gonna bring out her journal, and she's gonna she's gonna flip through all the drawings. Like she's gonna bring out a
Okay.
picture of Sylvia, Camp Half Blood, all of us on the train.
Anything come back to me?
at this point, no. But as you all sit down, you unload your bag and everything, take sit down. You go to sit down, and you kind of bump your ass on a bump, and you realize it's strapped to your back belt. There's another sword that you totally forgot was there.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you take that off, move that off. But at the moment, you can track the stories that Maya's telling. She's pretty good at telling what happened,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a familiarity to the
it makes
feelings
sense.
associated. It makes
Yeah.
makes sense. You never
It's
feel
less-
like you're being
it's
lied
less
to or
of
told
a-
a story, but you don't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get the
Um,
feeling that that happened, but also I don't remember it. Okay.
And as you explain that, we're gonna go ahead and hop back to our other. Oh, Kat, before we do that, Kat,
Alright,
you
just real
had-
quick, I'm just gonna be at the entrance of the maze shouting for Callie.
You're gonna be at the end. Okay, so you're still technically in the maze. You guys haven't left yet.
Okay, I'm
You're
where
just
we
in
I'm
the last,
wherever we
final
are.
stretch.
I'm wherever we
Yeah.
are, just going, Callie!
Dr. Grant says that's a bad idea. What's a bad idea? Sorry, Jurassic Park 3, very specific reference. Love you guys.
I've actually never seen the third one.
Oh, it's so bad. You should watch
Yeah,
it.
I've
It's
seen the
so
first-
bad.
No!
I've only seen the first.
Okay, movie night later.
Okay,
But
yeah,
for
totally.
now, we're gonna swap over to the other three who are still
See,
within
that
the
was me
maze.
trying to prolong swapping back to us because I have no idea what to do.
Okay. So you guys have taken a right at this path. Can I get a D10 roll from? Let's just go with Annie and V at this point.
Oh shoot! I don't have my dice out.
That's an 8.
8.
Let me find my D10. 9. I used the percentile, it's fine.
98. Okay.
Ooh.
That's bad.
Annie,
That's real bad.
as you are just kind of walking forward, shield in front, Callie, V, you each at each of her shoulders. You guys are walking. What are the passive perceptions of the three of you? I know V's is 12. What are Calliope's and Annie's?
14.
14. Okay. Your mic didn't proc it if you said something, Val.
Oh no, I was just checking what it was. I think
Okay.
it's 12.
12. Okay. So Annie,
Ooh.
you're on edge, shield in front. For just a second, in the mist, you see 2 purple glimmers, and then just like a quick movement of something black, maybe 10 feet in front of you.
There's something in front of us. Purple light and black movement could be your cat. I don't know. We
I
don't
got
know.
this.
This maze is playing tricks. This maze is playing tricks. We don't know what's happening. Please don't run ahead by yourself.
I'm not gonna
But
run
also
ahead.
be the wine.
I'm just gonna do this. I put like my fingers between my lips. I do like a little cat whistle. Like that.
Okay.
I can't do it myself. I'm not gonna do it here.
What's your wisdom modifier?
Oh dear.
boy.
No. I
Oh,
have
no.
a 2 to wisdom. Proficiency in
Okay.
animal handling, if that matters.
Okay, good to know. You, and that whistle, because I can't do that because I suck. And that, I swear to God, none of you whistle into a microphone. I was about to fight somebody if you did it.
Fun.
That whistle echoes through the maze, and it doesn't return that reverberation that you're used to, as the mist just seems to absorb the sound and take it within itself.
Yeah. This mist has a certain way of making this situation. I don't know. How do you say fucked?
Yeah, I
It's a
don't know
pretty
if
solid
that's gonna-
assessment.
I mean, I think we just keep moving ahead, right? But eyes open, we don't know what that thing is.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just gonna. I take out my halberd. I kind of like do like a cool spin. And I hold it.
Okay. Okay.
I would like to wait. Can I add to this and take out the size, do a cool spin? We're having a Charlie's Angels moment.
Yeah, so 2 cool spins, and then it's on what you pan to one side of the screen. It's V with a halberd, just like full doing flips, sticks it next to her. Calliope on the other side, spinning scimitars in either hand, and then it's just Annie with a shield.
I'll use my food as a halberd. It's okay.
So the 3 of you continue walking.
Yes.
You come to another intersection, going forward, right, and left. How are you picking where you're going?
V, do you want to pick?
Okay, right. We go right.
Callie, did you have something?
Yeah, I was gonna try Edgar Allan Crow.
Yes,
Ooh.
you still have him.
Could I send Edgar Allan Crow? Going up seems like a bust with the mist, but could I send Edgar Allan Crow down the left side?
Okay.
Just to see if there's a dead end down there?
So you send him down, and do you just send him like just by himself and have him come back if he finds a dead end?
Yes, and be very wary of danger, Edgar Allan Crow.
So you send Edgar Allan Crow downwards. Let me see here. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So you send Edgar Allan Crow forward, and then you hear a and then you lose connection with Edgar Allan Crow.
Edgar
No way, I'm going Go to Edgar Allan Crow!
Okay.
Okay, so,
So
it's
you-
like I
you-
take
so
like
as-
2 steps to the right and then back over to the left.
And then Callie just immediately starts sprinting down the left passageway.
Callie,
I follow. Yeah, I'm not letting her out of my sight if at all possible.
So
yeah, no,
Callie
okay.
runs down, V runs down, Annie, you're taking up after V? Okay. So 3 of you
Yeah.
begin sprinting. Callie, you run for about 200 feet in a singular direction before finally you stop, because there in the mud it looks like you find the bones of Edgar Allan Crow. who his skeleton body has kind of disassembled itself at this point because his hit points have hit 0 and he has landed. I'm actually going to have you roll a check to make sure his bones are still usable. Let me see here. Go ahead and can you roll me just a d20?
I got a
Remember, if he
natural
dies, the one
20.
shot is not quite.
Okay.
I must
Oh,
consult
okay.
the bones.
That's good or bad?
So on the
he has to
20,
survive.
it's part of the animate familiar spell. So so you see that his bones have all scattered a bit, but a large section of his beak, skull, spine, all of that has been pushed downwards into the mud, and they all look fairly intact. It's just scattered the magic that held him together. If you'd like to check out anything else, you may. But that's just basically what you see when you run
Bones
up.
of Edgar Allan Crow.
What'd you say?
I gather the bones of Edgar Allan Crow.
Okay,
We'll bring him back
sounds good.
later.
Yeah, you can begin to pick them up out of the mud, and your passive is 12. You said?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you begin to gather the bones of Edgar Allan Crow. Yeah.
But I do turn to them and say, okay, something hit Edgar Allan Crow, which means just keep an eye out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm quickly gathering the bones. Don't mind me.
The other two of you, what are you doing while she gathers the bones?
Nervously looking around, holding my shield with like a death grip.
Okay.
I am kind of bopping to the one TikTok audio. Maybe I'll be Tracer. I'm already Tracer.
Tracer.
It's just going in my head right
If
now.
the
and
two
I'm
of you
kind of
would
oblivious.
like to, you may make independent perception checks.
Can I make mine at disadvantage?
Why? You have no reason to make it a
Because
disadvantage
I'm
at the
not paying
moment.
attention.
Okay, that's. Well, I said if you want to make a perception check. If you're not,
Oh,
if
then-
you're not
yeah, no,
actively
I'm
looking,
not.
that's fine. Yeah. Annie, what was that? 4? Okay.
4.
So the three of you kind of stand there in silence while Calliope wrestles the bones of Edgar Allan Crow from the muddy floor of the vineyard. You've gathered as many as you can find. What are you doing?
Can I stand up and look around to see if I can figure out what hit him?
Sure, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
This dice is rolling really well.
Okay.
Investigation, tiny numbers. That's a saucy 20 this time.
Saucy 20. Okay. So you look around, and then your first thought goes, wait a second. And you look back down on the ground where you've been kind of pulling bones out of the ground. And there is a large print in the mud directly over Edgar Allan Crow's imprint, essentially. And it is one large pad with like 4 larger toes around it, probably 1.5 to 2 feet long. Deep in the mud. And as you begin to look around, you see 2 pinpricks of red light staring at you from the edge of the maze before they vanish.
I'm gonna slowly walk backwards towards Annie and V and go, okay, there's something at the end there. Don't react quickly. Just keep walking backwards.
I am going to
backwards.
spin around and walk forward so that we're not walking blindly.
Okay,
So
you do that.
2 of you are walking backwards, one's forward. You begin to take steps in that direction. And you go, and you find another intersection, one that goes right and one that goes left.
I say we go left, go forward, left,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, let's go left.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You... Nice. The moment you roll 69 on your dice.
No.
You go left, and Annie, you're in. No, V, you're in front, right? Because you were the one walking forward.
Yeah.
I mean, by this point, we would have turned around.
Yeah.
She's in front.
V, you step forward, and you feel your foot slide, but you catch yourself as you look down, and there is like this like layer of clear purple. Looks like almost like a clear gelatin that slides, and you look down. It's a very recognizable body on the floor of the slime ooze that you've already killed.
Oh, hey, we're back. I'm gonna take another swig.
Sweet done.
Okay. Okay, so we know which ways
which
not
way
to
did
go.
We went left before.
Yeah, we went.
And
We
we can
were-
go right or forward.
Yeah.
We went right and then left, and now we just need to do opposite. But I know. Can I scoop up some of the purple oozy thing?
Okay. Yeah, you can in your hands. It's cold at this point.
I'm just gonna hold it in my hands, and I'm gonna, for players, I'm gonna use it to mark where we've already been. With some
Okay, you're gonna
ooze.
like string of Ariadne, but instead it's gonna be
Yep.
What I
wine.
was
That's
trying
not a
to-
bad idea.
That is
What I was
actually
trying
really
to do
smart.
earlier with the rope, but I only had 50 feet.
Yeah.
Now we have
I think
wine.
I see it. Now we have wine that tried to eat me.
We're all underage.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but you're also like 15, 16 when kids start getting into stuff like that. Okay. So you begin to move forward and you come to a three-way intersection that says right, forward, or left. Which way are you going?
not left.
Forward, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna mark where we go forward.
Okay. You mark that you're going forward. Eventually you start walking. You go about 60 feet before the fog begins to open in front of you, and you are in a large clearing with a singular willow tree in the front. There are several entrances and exits to this clearing. Calliope, roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
That's 10. 6 plus 4.
Okay, good to know. So three of you walk into this clearing. What are you doing?
Huh.
Ooh.
Willow tree. All right. I'm gonna go up to the willow tree and try to inspect the roots. In particular, looking for any signs of anyone else who might have been there and or left something.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check or survival check. Your choice.
Oh boy, which one am I better at? Percent.
We're still shouting into the mist.
Okay, there's
Maya, I see a hand.
How long has it been since I last cast Sunshine Burst?
It's been about at this point 10 to 15.
Okay. Am I able to cast it?
You can always try.
I've already
Absolutely.
cut. Yeah. Can I try casting it again, even though I've already
Okay.
used?
Roll a d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
And I got a 17 investigation.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, that's better. That's better. 14 plus 4, 18.
18. Okay. V, you walk up to the willow tree, and as you're looking around, scanning the ground, you see that there are 4 sets of footprints that have led through this pathway. You see that one has come off one exit, probably the 4th or 5th one, and come around the willow tree and then went through to the 3rd exit. Another came out of the first entrance and went around the willow tree and moved through the 3rd exit. And then 2 just kind of start in the middle and then go down the 3rd row. And as your eyes follow the last 2, you see a bright glimmer at the end of that row.
Got it! 3rd one. Come on. Come on. I put my hands behind me. Like,
Are you sure?
I'm 100%. Look at the ground. Look at the ground. There are feet prints. There's 4 of them.
This
3
could
of
be
us.
another trick.
That's
We don't
7.
know what's happening.
Annie,
good.
as you say this could be another trick, you take one step and you hear just something, and you stop and you hear down that row. You hear, Callie. Down the edge of that.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yoink. We're sprinting.
Yeah, we
Okay.
sprint.
Unless
Yeah,
we're
you guys-
hearing things,
Oh,
unless I'm
wait,
hearing
can
things again.
we try to look really cool as we come out? Like slow
Yes.
mo.
You guys do that and Annie's just behind you.
Can I get performance checks from the people who are trying to look cool?
Yes.
Annie's gonna try while
Okay.
being...
I love
Annie, can you make
myself.
yours at disadvantage, please?
Yeah.
I love myself so
Well,
much.
that's a
That
6?
is-
And a 16, so 6 plus performance is somehow 4, so that's a 10?
Okay.
I forgot
Okay.
I have a good charisma.
So,
Is he charismatic?
Calliope, what did you roll?
I rolled another saucy 20.
Okay. V, what did you roll?
I rolled a natural 20 plus 4.
So, Cadmus. Maya has recently gone up as you've been kind of occasionally giving the shout. Maya has walked up, sprouted her light, and then gone and sat back down with Luke to continue to tell about your adventures. And as you are sitting there, you're like, I'm worried about my sister, but I need to let her do her thing. And you look up, and between breaths, you see 2 black booted feet come out of the mist. Each right feet, as 2 of them in step, Callie and V, are just walking with their weapons with that exaggerated swagger, and they're moving. And Annie is behind them, kind of moving with them, just a shield directly in front of her face. But the 2 of them have do the hair flip and keep walking. Your sister has purple streaks of some dried liquid all down her face, but they look more like war paint at this point.
Oh, we still have the carcass with us, right?
Oh no, you guys have just been taking bits of ooze. You couldn't have taken
Oh,
the whole
okay.
carcass with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you walking in slow-mo?
You're ruining our life!
Cool.
Like, it looks cool, but it also looks dumb.
You
You
look
sound
dumb.
jealous! Jealousy is an ugly emotion, Cadmus!
Hey, I beat you out of the
Cadmus,
maze.
is everyone there?
Yeah, we're all here.
As you guys are walking, and you see Cadmus, you can see that at this point getting up, you see Addie and Luke and Maya there, and Addie just full on breaks into a full sprint and goes and just bear hugs V and just swings back and forth. Yeah, you guys have all been reunited as a singular group. What are you doing?
Is that everyone?
The bear hug
Yeah.
to happen, then Callie walks up to Cadmus and goes, "Sup?"
Hey.
Maya's gonna point
Your
to
time.
the 3 to Luke. I was going, that's Annie, that's Kelly, and that's V.
Got it. Okay.
What's wrong with him?
He can't remember anything.
True love's kiss.
Oh.
I.
What?
What?
Break the curse.
Huh?
Yeah, True Love's Kiss.
Is
That's
she-
I'm just saying, it works in the movies.
It works
I-
in the movie. I've seen a lot of
I'm
movies.
sorry.
I-
What? Who?
Hiding
What?
behind her shield.
I'm lost. What?
True Love's Kiss will restore your memory, Luke.
Yep.
And
No.
Annie
That's the kind of
there
stuff you.
is the
Huh?
love of your life.
No, it isn't.
Oh.
No, it isn't. The
Yeah,
same
that didn't.
jokes that-
Don't mess with me, guys. It's not cool. Don't. She looks
Sorry.
very confused. Just looks very
We
confused.
should try and
As you
see
say
if
that,
anyone-
and Annie's hiding behind a shield, he's just like, I don't know how much of this is true. I am very confused.
We should try and see if getting out of the maze will help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the 7 of you begin to walk forward.
Mm-hmm. Like
Yeah,
the Wizard of
alright.
Oz, we're arm in arm and we all step over the threshold together.
Okay. So as you're walking forward, there is no singular threshold, but as you move the last 20, 30 feet, you feel the cold of the mist finally leaving your faces, and the sun is fully shining as you walk forward into a grassy, sunny grove. You can see that in front of you, there is a wide open valley, much larger than you thought possible to be at the end of the valley that you had seen at the entrance. Much grander than you had thought. You see a ring of massive flowing hills surrounding this cup-shaped valley. There is a singular hill in the center, of which there are 2 large pine trees that you can see in the distance. And off to one side, there is a 2-story, it looks like estate. It's bright white with traditional French roofing. Very flowy design, and there are rows upon rows upon rows of, even though they're out of season, these bursting red and purple wine grapes. What are you guys doing?
I lean over to V and go like, do you think you get this as like a summer house or something? Could you go on vacation here? Because your dad has a lot of area to cover.
That would be really awesome.
It would.
V, it's your quest. Follow your lead.
Yeah. First, do you guys want to come this way just a little bit more? I am going to spike growth the area where we came out of the maze, so if anyone were to follow us, they would hopefully get
Okay.
yoinked.
It's almost imperceptible unless you're looking for it. You see that the grass that is there all stops flowing with the wind and maintains this rigidity as the points sharpen on it, and that area is now considered spike growth.
Okay. Here we go. I kind of take all of us and move towards this really nice house.
Okay.
After we feel the mist come off of us, am I still like clutching my shield?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You do not feel safe without your shield in front of you, no matter the nice area that you are in. And Luke, your memories have not yet returned.
Mm-hmm.
You guys just begin to walk towards the large house.
Mm-hmm.
Should something have happened by now?
I
I don't.
don't know.
I do find
I'm
it
sorry,
ironic
I
of the
don't-
two of you to suffer madness. It's Annie and Luke.
I'm sorry. I don't remember anything. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize. We all that maze was a lot.
Yeah, that's my dad's doing. Sorry about it. I'm a child of Dionysus.
I remembered it.
I mean,
So,
you
like,
don't have to apologize for what your dad does.
It's not really your fault.
God. Madness is one of his domains. That's who he is.
Usually I'd be all for it, but not when it's affecting the people I care about, so...
Yeah.
You all begin to walk down the dirt road. I'm going to post a reference photo for you all in the general chat. This is about what it looks like.
Ooh.
As
That's a mini castle.
Pretty.
as you guys begin to walk forward, you would notice there's a small, it almost looks like handmade wooden sign nailed at the intersection where there's a small fountain in front of the large 2-story French home that just says Chateau Dionysus.
Huh.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as you
He's a
stand there,
Francophile.
you see that there are wheelbarrows being moved back and forth on the property. You see wagons being moved on their own, no horses, no people. You see large presses that are just inside of sheds being used on their own. The crush left over being scraped in by itself, scraped into barrels. It seems that this chateau works on its own. There doesn't seem to be any visible servants around.
So they could be unseen.
Well, you are seeing all these actions taking place without anyone doing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I vibe check? Do I feel icky?
Vibe check, no, you do not feel icky at the moment.
Okay.
At the moment.
It's always at the moment.
Oh no. Okay. No, I'm just gonna continue towards the front door.
Okay. There is this like beautiful, like dual glass paned white door that's there with this brass and silver burnished handle. Up a few steps, you just go in.
I'm knocking first.
Okay, you knock, and there is no answer.
Try the door?
Okay, yeah, you feel the door, and the knob clicks open, and you Open it up. And you stick your head in, and the first thing you see is there's this large, grand hallway that goes forward with this, like, gaudy royal red velvet carpet that goes straight down the center. And you see it's almost Trumpian, the decoration style, where there is, like, gold and silver trim on everything. It looks like a very embellished, rich home. That there is a singular staircase off to the side of the hallway, and it's offset against the hallway that continues forward. And there are several openings to different rooms.
Mr. D needs an interior decorator.
Yeah,
I wonder if
Addie,
he'll
do you
hire
wanna put-
me.
Yeah. Do you wanna? Oh,
I mean, this red is so, like, 1860s.
yeah. I'll put you into contact with my dad.
I don't know. He was a little creepy at camp.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. I take a look around here. Now that I am not in fogginess and this is a home, do I feel anything in which I should, like a direction in which I should go?
You feel like this place is safe, which is not something you feel often. You felt this in the grove that you had been in previously, that had been left by your father. You felt this at Camp Half-Blood, but it doesn't feel like home. It feels like a safe place, but this definitely doesn't feel like a home that was intended for you necessarily.
Okay. I'll make sure everyone gets inside okay and close the door behind us.
Okay. Do all of you go in behind V?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You all shuffle into this hallway that is very gaudy, very well lit. There are, I forgot to mention this before, it is lit. There are what looks like gas lighting of like small candles across the top edges of the hallway. All in their own little decorative sconces. Yes, Maya.
I forgot to ask this when we left the maze. Do I have like my prophetic kind of feelings back?
Oh, true.
At this point, as soon as you leave the maze, they would have rushed back. The chaotic energies that kept you from feeling the path forward no longer being as oppressive on your being, your powers would have returned.
Okay, sweet.
Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so you all shuffle into this home. What are you guys doing? Yes, Calliope. What are you doing?
Any ornaments or anything like that?
Oh, tons. There is framed photos on the walls. There's like at one point on the hallway there's a collection of like ceramic gold spoons.
Callie's just gonna look around, like go, reach out and take something, then look at V like, sorry, it's a habit. I'll put it down. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maybe not the best idea to steal from a guy.
Yeah. I'll put.
Callie.
Cadmus, I see a hand.
Is there
Okay.
like a large candelabra or something like that somewhere?
Not in the entrance hallway, but if you were to walk forward just a few feet, you would see that one of the large openings in the hallway leads to a very, very large dining room
Okay.
with a 20-person long dinner table, high shelves and paintings on every wall, 18-foot ceilings, and there is a very decent, it looks crystalline candelabra above them.
Not a chandelier, so standing.
Oh, sorry, small candelabra. My brain was not thinking chandelier candelabra. Chandelier there. Small candelabra? No, there's not.
Okay. How sturdy the chairs look?
The chairs? They look pretty sturdy.
Okay. I'm gonna grab one of the chairs and I'm gonna put it against the door, like wedge it.
Okay.
I wanna
You do
focus.
so? Okay, you do so. As you grab one of the chairs, your fingers pass over the edges, and even though you've seen these servants moving things outside, these unseen beings, whatever they are, there is a light layer of dust across this chair as you pick it up, and you feel it slide with your hand.
Gross.
Sounds good. Yeah, you use it to jam close the front door after V closes it behind you all.
Okie doke.
Are we looking? I mean, is it in here? Is that why we're in here? I thought we had to go to a hill, don't we?
I just don't want to get surprised in the back. We can remove the chair, it's fine. I just don't want things coming in from the outside that we don't want.
I think I'd like to check around
Okay.
here first, see if there's anything that can help us, maybe more specifically me.
Okay. So you guys just want to split up and look around? Okay.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to stay together, just let me know.
Okay, gang, let's split up and search
Annie
for
will be.
clues.
Shaggy and Scooby, I'll go with Daphne. And Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby, you two go off on your own.
Oh my goodness. All right, so who's sticking with who?
I'm assuming it's gonna be me and
I will
Addie
stick with-
together.
Okay, you and Addie. Here we'll split up by floor. There's 2 major floors. Who's taking top floor? Who's taking bottom floor?
I'll take top
I'll
floor.
take the first.
Okay,
I'll
so we
take
got.
top.
Okay, so we
Yeah,
got 2
I'll
for
go
top.
first.
Okay,
then.
I'll go bottom.
Okay, 2 for bottom. Okay, the 3 bottom. So
Yeah.
V, Addie, do you guys want to go top as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, all right. So those of you headed to the top floor, you head straight up the center staircase, which leads you to this wide landing room, with large paintings. And there is a mantle on one side, that has a painting of a very athletic, shorter man with a pointed black beard. Only wearing a tiger's pelt over himself as he
Mhm.
lays strewn along the ground. And there are 2 hallway wings that lead off in either direction.
We should keep V out of here. I'm gonna go
Wildly
left.
That
disturbing.
is quite the portrait of Mr. V.
D.
Mr. D?
Mr. D. Oh, that's
Now I'm just
V's father. Oh,
now I'm just
man.
imagining
Hey.
Mr. V.
Yeah.
Oh, that's oh.
Mr. V is
Don't like that.
Mr. V is Dionysus canon.
Oh.
Imagine.
Somebody needs to tell V about this. Like our friend V, not the
No.
character V.
The worst
I'm
Freudian
not-
slip ever.
No, I'm just. Oh, he's got a tiger pelt on.
Stop thinking
No.
It's in there forever now.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna skip past that.
It's blowing my brain.
Anyone who's on the top floor, please just roll me an investigation check. Oh.
That's burned in my brain now.
I think I'm on.
Yeah, it'll never leave.
Oh, investigation? Can it be perception?
Wait, can you go down the floor breakdowns again? Who's on top? Who's on bottom?
Yeah, I forgot.
Raise your hand if you're on the top floor.
I thought
Okay.
it was. Okay.
So
Yeah, I
it's
think
just those two.
It was those 2 plus V and
Got
Addie.
it. Got it.
So V, you would see your dad like this.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
no.
And I'll roll an investigation check for Addie. Good to know. Okay.
I got a 15.
Calliope, what'd you get?
17.
Maya, what'd you get?
I rolled an 8, but I got a 7. Because I have a -1 intelligence.
Good to know.
You were
Okay, so
So
between
entranced by Mr.
the 4 of you, you walk up and down the halls of this, you find that there are a ton of guest bedrooms, like an abnormal amount of guest bedrooms. Calliope, did I see a hand?
Oh no, that was just me filling with my hair.
Oh, okay. You find a room where the door is locked. And at the end of one of the long hallways, there is like a larger door, probably like 8 feet wide, at the end of one of the hallways, that is probably a good 10 feet tall. And if you open that, looking through it, there is a large bed chamber with a bed that is probably like 12 feet by 10 feet.
Oh god, this is the orgy room.
I hate that.
What nice
I'm not even
sleeping
joking. That
quarters
is
for
definitely
one
it.
person and only one person.
Man, my dad.
And
Ryan, look who's there.
there are marble statues in that room
Thing is, do gods
of
sleep? Do
nymphs
gods
in
need to
risque
sleep?
positions.
I'm
Ryan,
gonna,
look over that room.
I'm going in the room and I'm gonna lay on this bed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
No, I wouldn't do that.
It
Let's-
is fluffy and warm and
Oh,
smells
this is
like
the best
rosemary.
bed I have ever. This
You
is the
should never
best.
shine a black light in here.
Ugh.
gods don't have DNA, so would it really show up?
I don't think we want to know. I don't think we wanna-
So,
Do arcane
yeah, that's
Catholic
basically it for the
flashlights
second
have a
floor.
black light option?
they do not.
Oh.
Oh, thank God.
Oh no.
Those of you on the first floor, go ahead and each of you roll an investigation check for me.
On the first floor.
That is a 16 plus nothing, I believe.
16.
That's a 1.
16
I am
plus-
rolling
That's a
terrible
flat
tonight.
16.
16 plus for me. What was that? Investigation.
Yeah.
Plus 1. So
We're
17.
smart.
So between the three of you,
Yeah.
going around, you find that large dining hall that I described. Connected to that, there is a massive set of kitchens that are there. None of them are currently in use. And there's honestly everywhere. There's a little layer of dust on everything in this house. Looking around, you find several closets. You find a large entertaining room. You find a small ballroom. Is a very large collection of rooms here. You looking around, eventually at the back of the kitchens, haha, the back of the kitchens, Luke, you would look behind one of the cupboards, and you see that there is a set of double doors inset at a diagonal in the ground.
That's
I mean,
interesting.
that's gotta be the wine cellar.
Yeah, I guess so.
What does
Do
the
we wanna
God
go down
Wines
there?
wine cellar look like?
I mean,
You know what? This is probably the only chance we're gonna get to find out.
Crack it open.
Okay.
Alright.
So who's opening it?
Me.
Okay, Luke, you go forth
Hit me
and
with
begin
it.
to pull. What is your strength total?
Just my strength total? 14.
Yeah. So you begin to pull, and you cannot lift the doors.
Luke, here.
Annie, you get Annie, you get one. I'll get the other.
So the
Alright,
three of you
let's go.
together definitely
Yeah.
have a strength score that exceeds 30.
Well, me
So
and Annie
you-
both have 16. I
Oh my
believe.
god.
So.
Yeah, well, yeah. So
I have
you
17.
all three of you working
Okay.
Am
together.
I
just-
stronger than
Yep.
you?
By one, with the same modifier.
And these doors, you realize the hinges that they're on are thick bronze hinges that are resisting your pulls as you go to open them. It's very obvious that this is not meant to be opened by one person, very specifically. And as you open the doors all the way up, you see that there is a wooden staircase that leads down into darkness.
All right. let's go.
Flashlight.
Yeah, you pull out your flashlight and you look down, and it leads probably about 10 feet down into a very cool, dark, and damp space where the floor is wood slats and the walls have these crisscross wooden stands across them. Where as you glimmer your light down, you see, as you like shine your light down, there's a glimmer of hundreds of glass bottles along the walls.
Ooh.
So you guys gonna go down there?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, keep in mind, do not take anything.
No, absolutely not.
Totally.
Thank the gods, Callie is not here. We cannot steal from a god.
Okay.
This is
That would be
Dionysus's
awful.
wine,
I mean, Mr. D can't drink it.
right? Taking the sacred thing of a Mr. D, Dionysus, is a god, despite him being our head counselor, the camp director. He is still a god. and he would not take lightly to a bunch of teenagers stealing wine from his personal storage.
I stepped into a maze and lost every memory I've ever had.
Luke, we all
and
go to a camp.
That was that was just a maze. Taking
Luke?
a bottle from down here, I don't know what he would do to us. Probably way worse.
Luke, you're a demigod. We go to a camp for a demigod.
Oh, that's already been explained.
I got that. Maya told me.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I won't touch anything.
Yeah.
I'm aware of a few
It's a
things.
bottle of wine from Napoleon's cabinet himself.
Go ahead, Alpha.
This is Dionysus, not Napoleon.
I know, but I'm assuming a guy like Dionysus, like, I'm assuming he's collected. He's been around a while.
Okay. So you guys step down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Each step creaks as you move down the stairs. This like musty, like wet, earthy tone fills your nose as you go down. This is very much a basement floor. And as you look behind the stands, you see it's exposed into soil. And you see that along that first wall where Luke had shown its light, there is just glass bottles. But along the second wall, there is rows of small wooden casks, maybe a foot by 8 inches. And then on the far wall, there is shelves with ceramic pots, maybe yay big.
What are we
Is
looking for down here?
I mean, we're just looking for something. Can we like keep walking in? Is there an end to this room?
There is. Those 3 walls are the walls that aren't the staircase. That's the whole room.
Okay.
It's only
got it,
maybe
got it,
10
got
feet
it,
by
sorry.
10 feet.
My gamer urge to smash all the clay pots is real.
Right? I mean, if we go, if Annie will walk over to the clay pots, do they look like old clay pot? Like what era?
As you walk up, you see that
give me a century here.
there is a layer of dust upon the pots. You would, in order to get like clear detail about them, you'd have to wipe that away. But just their general shape, they remind you of the things you guys make in ceramics classes at Camp Half-Blood.
Okay, so she'll go ahead and take her jacket sleeve and clear off one of the pots.
And you clear it off, and as you wipe your hand down one of them, this like thick layer of dirt and dust peels off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that there is a man standing at the front of what looks like a boat, black stained into the cement. And there are several prominent figures behind them. And the man has his hand out, and he's carrying what looks like maybe a blanket in one hand. And he's striking a pose on the front of the cask, or front of the pot.
I'll go to the next one.
Okay. The next one, this one is more of just like a design of different black patterns moving in geometric shapes. Nothing really like discernible in terms of like a main, like a story or anything.
What's in them?
Next one.
The next one you see, it looks like it is a woman holding what looks like a child, but the child's face is oddly bulged on one side. And one of its limbs is like brought forth, and behind the woman there is a large man with like a triangular full Pringle or like full Dorito torso chest, looking down with a large beard, and they're both looking down at the child.
Hephaestus.
Mm. What's in them?
Blanket.
You'd have to open them to find out.
I'm gonna keep clearing them off.
Yeah, you see
How many
plenty of
pots
other
are
scenes.
there?
There's probably on this wall like 40 ceramic pots.
The
Jeez.
one that's got the blanket on.
Mhm.
I just want to pick it up and shake it.
Oh,
So you
be careful.
you lift it, and it's actually quite heavy. It's probably
I'm being
like 20
I'm
pounds.
being as gentle as possible. I'm just
And
want to give it.
as you lift it, you feel sloshing inside of it as you just like
Okay.
even bring it off like a half an inch.
It's really old wine. This is ancient Greece wine. I don't want to know how alcoholic this
Hey,
is.
we're not gonna touch that. We're gonna go back upstairs and not tell
Yeah, we should.
Callie
yeah,
about
that's-
this.
Yep. Sounds like a good
Look,
idea.
Callie is the twin of that guy.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
has
we
sticky
covered all
fingers.
this. It's good.
We're
He's
Yeah.
caught up.
yep,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm somewhat
Sticky
caught up.
fingers. Sticky fingers.
Got told some weird stuff. I'm not sure how much of it I should believe, but I
What-
trust
what
what
they-
Maya told me.
I did die. That's true.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I assume she covered that.
He
Never mind. Carry
died?
on. We don't know where about it.
Hold on. What? Oh, jeez. Do I believe that? I don't know.
All of it
I
strikes a
know,
chord and seems familiar,
oh,
but you
man.
don't remember any of it happening.
Yeah, he.
I
saw
believe
him.
everything Maya told me. I don't know about.
That's good.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about what
Maya
V
can't
told me
lie.
because I.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
No, don't believe V just likes to have fun. You don't need to. That was not true. Walk.
Walk.
Uh,
Okay. So
Just
after
looks at Cadlight. What's
a
all
bit,
that
was
about?
anyone else wanting to check anything else out on the second floor? Those of you who are on the second floor.
Hold on. Just because of what Ben said. Once
Okay.
Annie's like out of earshot a little bit, he's just gonna go, listen, the two of you got it bad for each other. And then he's gonna walk away.
You've deceased to the DM. The DM is dead.
He is unsure whether to believe that or not because
Luke, that one strikes a chord and seems really familiar.
okay.
But you're not sure if it's because he's telling the truth or because it's something you've been told before. You don't. I'm not. Any feelings your
Okay.
characters have are up to you. I'm just referencing the fact that this is an idea that's been in your
Alright.
head previously.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a combination of everything he's being told and the way Annie is acting and just be like, this is all very confusing. Maybe it'll make more sense if I get my memory back or if something else happens. Who knows? We'll see.
Okay. Those of you on the second floor, is there anything
Moved
else you're
on.
wanting to look? I see a V hand.
Yes. After I'm done laying down on the orgy bed, in my time looking around up here, would I have seen anything specifically to do with Castor?
No.
Okay. I would just be keeping an eye out for anything that resembles my brothers.
Okay. I think the only thing I'd mentioned on this floor was all of the guest rooms, the orgy room, and the locked door.
I looked to Callie and then just kind of point at the locked door.
I think at the moment that Addie was like, don't tell Callie the wine is here. She will try and steal from a god, that Callie is currently upstairs trying to steal things.
Are you
She's
gonna
like,
try
"Huh?
and like steal from
Oh.
the lock that's there?
Are you, V, are you
Oh,
giving
my
me
Discord froze.
permission to try and break in?
So here's the sitch.
Uh-huh.
My father would not put a locked room in his house, full well knowing I would go there with you without knowing that we would try to go in, right?
Absolutely. I have not hidden anything.
Insight check?
Maya, you're here for this, by the way.
I've like got my hands
She
over my
is
eyes.
really distracted by the walls. She rolled a fucking 7 investigation. She's admiring all the artwork.
Okay.
Wow.
So I heard.
Maya.
I heard. Yeah.
Maya, what's your gut telling you about this door?
What is my gut telling me about this door?
You've done nothing with this door. You're just looking at it. What are you doing?
Fine.
She's gonna just she's gonna kind of look at it, like try the doorknob, look
Okay.
under the crack.
You put your hand on it as you touch the doorknob, and your gut feeling is completely ambivalent towards the door.
What does ambivalent mean?
It means that it has no strong feelings one way or the other about the door.
Oh, okay. Head
Why
empty.
big
Head
word?
very empty.
Why use big word when small word do trick?
It's finals week, alright? Fight me.
No.
And president,
Alright.
they see.
I mean, it's a door.
Go for it.
Yes! Okay.
Make me a thieves tools check.
God, what? Thieves tools. I just gotta check what I have to roll for thieves tools.
Proficiency bonus plus dexterity.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna get poisoned so bad.
No, it's actually pretty good. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because I think I worked out my proficiency bonus was way higher than I thought it was.
It's
a
only plus 2
4?
right now. So it's
Oh,
2
it's 2.
plus your dexterity. So your dexterity
Oh,
is, I
it's
think,
my
plus 4.
initiative that was high.
Yeah.
So
So you have a
it's
plus 6 to this roll.
I got a 17 again.
17. Okay, you stick one clip in to it as your tension rod, and the other one to start kind of picking at the different pins in the lock. Because even though this house is very like traditionalist French chateau, the locks seem very modern. And you feel like you could have gotten it, but right at the last like pin, you just ding, and it just pops
Damn it.
out of place. I will let you give it one more try if you'd like. If anyone else would like to do anything, now's your chance.
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna try to bust the door.
Okay, well, I'm saying in terms of like assisting Callie in any way.
Is there a way we could assist?
I don't know. Does anyone have any abilities? I'm just reminding you that if you have abilities, now is the time to use them. You could even offer just to help her with the lockpicking, like holding her tension rod for her and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna help hold down her tension rod and have my flashlight so she can kind of like see a little better.
Okay.
If that helps.
Maya, are you doing anything?
I cannot do anything. So no, she's just.
Okay. So, yeah, you two together. Callie, go ahead and roll your next one at advantage, and this is going to be your last attempt.
Can I spend a point of luck here?
If you do it after you roll. So if you've already rolled,
Oh,
then
yeah!
yeah.
I
Okay.
forgot.
That's 15 plus 6, so that's not bad.
21. Okay. So
Maya.
as V is holding one in place for you, you have now both fingers to like very carefully maneuver your last pin, and you get it, and you have her turn it, and it opens up. DC 20 locks, folks.
Ooh.
Just gonna look at the thieves' tools and go, I've missed you so much. And then
Oh.
stand up and like offer it to V.
Thank you very much. Does it open in or out?
It opens outward towards you guys.
Okay, I'm going to have us stand like behind the door and pull the handle so that
You
it's
open,
not.
and it soundlessly on its hinges sweeps open.
Oh, nicely oiled door hinges. I peek in.
You peek in. It's not currently lit, and it seems like you can vaguely make out curtains on the far side, but they are closed at the moment. So there's just like a glimmer of sunlight.
But it's like real dark in here. Of
It is
course,
really dark in
Dionysus, he would have blackout curtains.
He very much, yeah. He might be the god of wine, but he still gets hungover.
Curtains, maybe? That seems like the best bet.
Okay. So you walk over and open up the curtains. And as you do, you realize there's a desk in front of you inset into the wall. And you look down, and it's just like this clean, like maple wood, very nicely polished. And all of you there now having the light open in the room would be able to look around, and you see this room is almost like a study, but instead of bookshelves, there are large glass cases on each of the walls, with it looks like small framed photos at every shelf. Probably a good 200-300 of them minimum.
Quick question: how similar does this look to Iamis's room?
Not.
Okay, good.
Yeah, This looks like an office with a desk that faces the window. V,
Yeah.
what's your passive? 12?
12.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of look at his desk first, see if there's anything
Okay.
coolio there.
There is a small stack of blank papers. There is an inkwell that at this point is completely dry. And there's a long feathered quill.
Is it pointy?
It's very pointy.
Okay. Would I still have some wine in my bag or anything of dark color that I would be able to write with on one of these pieces of paper?
I mean, yeah, you could just make it if you wanted, because you can make wine, remember?
Oh, true. Oh, wait, or do I just have a pen? Do I have a pencil?
You also do have a pencil.
Oh, I'll steal one of Maya's too. I'll take the pencil and on one of the pieces of paper. All right. Sorry, Dad. Heart you, and just leave that on the desk.
Okay.
Just-
Callie, what are you doing while she's doing this?
I'll go look at the 200 to 300 weird frame photos behind this glass.
Okay. As you look at them, they seem to... You stop at one point, and it looks like it's a yellowed photo from... It looks like a newspaper clipping. And there is no, like, text on either side of it. It's just a cropped photo put in a small bronze frame. But it's of a guy who's very pudgy, with, like, a thick face and, like, curled blonde hair within a Navy uniform. It looks like circa, like, 1920s. Looking around, you look to the right, and you see several similar ones. They seem to get newer as you go to the right, and looking to the left, it gets more yellowed, more cracked, more brown. To eventually, as long as you hit the right side of the room, they stop being photos and start being painted portraits. As you get to the end, it almost looks like they're wider sections of just like charcoal drawings. And then it becomes small clay pots with figures stained into them.
Go to the other end.
To the left-hand side?
Yeah.
So as you go to the left, you see that the photos become newer and newer. Till eventually you hit the end where you see there's a Polaroid of two blonde young men. One of them they both look very familiar, but one you recognize as being Pollux, and you assume with his brother Castor. And they are one arm around each other at Camp Half-Blood. You see them standing on top of one of the hills. And then directly after that, there it looks like a 4x6 printed photo, new, that is a photo of a young girl on a swing, just going forward right as the gravity begins to push it back, so her hair is all backwards, and her green and blue eyes are very prominent in the frame. That is your friend V.
Turn around to her and go, "Hey V,
Yeah? I draw a little tiny penis on the note.
I think you should come over here. You should just come over here and look at these."
Okay. I go over to where Callie is.
First thing that you see, because you've been looking around this whole time, is Castor and Pollux are just right there, center frame. You see them. And they're behind like a pane of glass, but you can see this photo of them. And then you realize that Callie isn't looking at this photo. She's looking to one to the left. And you see yourself on a red swing set right at the arc of you coming back down.
I'm kind of like...
Probably 7, 8 years ago. You look really young in this photo.
Kind of put my fingers up to the glass where I am, then kind of move them over to Castor and Pollux. I'm gonna tug on Maya's sleeve a little bit. She lets me. Sorry, I read as you ate.
I'm very hungry, but yes, she kind of...
Do you Do you think you could draw that?
Yeah. Right.
In
Right
reference
now?
to the
Do you want me to do it now?
If I don't think we're gonna be here much longer, so if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. So, yeah, Maya, you very easily with your skills being what they are at this point, you being so used to drawing almost photorealistic drawings, you can very quickly, within 10 to 15 minutes, start to get that down. At this point, I would say that everyone who's downstairs can join them upstairs. And you would walk into this room looking for them, and you would see all of the photos.
Hey, there's nothing downstairs.
Oh wow, that's
Socks?
Yeah, no, nothing there.
There was nothing here either, and Callie's pockets jingle. It's like, there was nothing here.
Callie,
Oh wow, look at this wall!
Callie, I'm going to say this as nicely as I can. This is
Mhm.
the home of a god.
Mhm.
We also broke into this room. It's okay. Bless you.
Oh, I thought that was just her being shocked. I didn't know that was like the.
No,
Mine's just sitting on the floor drawing.
you did. You broke into a room in Dionysus's.
We didn't break in. We
Used our skills wisely.
exactly. We used our skills wisely. You don't
Break it.
remember?
This is.
Wait.
yeah.
Wow.
You
Wow.
broke in.
You broke
They
into
just
a
couldn't
locked
find a
room
key.
in a god's home.
That we are on a quest for. So it's important that we have
grumpy
all the information.
god.
Well,
Callie's gonna look at V and then look at the wall and say, I don't regret it. I'd do it again.
Yes, Cadmus.
would I notice the picture of V at this point?
Well, since Maya's sitting in front of it, staring at it, and like sitting in front of it, looking at the other one and attempting to draw it, yeah, you would pretty easily be able to notice that.
Annie, I have a feeling he's gonna be okay with it. Something tells me he's
Oh,
got a soft spot for someone.
Yeah, my brothers.
At this
the
point,
gods do.
y'all would be able to see the photos.
Our parents care about us. They can't always get involved. They do care in
Exactly.
their weird way.
They do what they can.
I love how Luke is
Sure.
just standing there
You
going,
still- you
yeah,
still
backing
have
Andy
no-
up, though he has no
you
idea
still
what he's
have no
talking
memory.
about.
Yeah.
But at this
He's
point,
just backing her up.
Maya,
Yeah,
you
you're
would be
right.
finishing up
My bad.
your drawing.
He doesn't say that.
Oh, that's
No,
funny.
no, I think he absolutely. Luke, honestly, if you want to say that, I think with the amount of recognition and the storytelling you've been told of your own life, I think you would very much have the ability to say that. It would feel
Okay,
right.
Sure.
Just
Sure.
because you don't remember the instances from your perspective, at this point, your friends have taken the time to tell you basically your life story as they know it.
Okay.
Yeah. But at this point, you would finish your drawings. Is anyone wanting to do anything else while we're in Chateau Dionysus?
Annie's just trying to convince Callie to put back whatever she put in her pockets.
Callie, how successful is she?
Make a persuasion.
Callie.
V. I'm gonna look at V and just, we need money to the plane ticket to Python, damn it.
Wait, we don't.
We have
I
a lot
have
of
money.
God
I
damn
see
it. Yeah,
a.
we do. Fine.
Look, Callie, I'm gonna say the same thing I said earlier to these guys. I walked through a maze and now I don't remember anything. If you steal something from his home, think what he's gonna do to you. Don't take this lightly. Please?
Your actions have consequences, Callie.
When will you learn?
You guys never break any rules at all.
No, I don't.
You never broke a
Because
rule.
most of them are put in place by our parents who do bad things to you when you break their rules.
Well, if they wanted me to become responsible for my actions, they should have been around, shouldn't they? And Kelly's gonna put what she has down on the desk and walk out.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, Callie. You said you're putting it on the desk.
Yeah.
As you sit whatever random trinkets, a ceramic spoon from here, a nice bronze small picture frame from there, you sit on the desk, you look up and out of the window, out into the main valley, and you realize this window is situated in front of the larger hill at the center of the valley. And you see movement. You're not sure what, but you see something out by the hill as it just flicks around the edge, behind out of sight.
Guys, ready up.
Huh?
Ready up. There's something in the hills. Come on.
Okay,
Okay.
Lock and load.
I take my halberd as long as I'm gonna be the last one to leave this room. If everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you
Yeah,
wait for
Callie's
everyone
just
else.
Callie says, ready up, we're going, and then just ducks back to me and is like, you take however long you want. You we'll go.
You do you, boo.
Is it bad that I was half expecting Callie to, like, Assassin's Creed jump out the window?
Can
Oh
I
my
do
God.
that? No!
You don't see any piles of hay at the bottom of the bottom.
Not that that would
Callie
save you,
goes
because
to
that's
and
not
then
realistic.
flashes back to Birdie as
It's
character
already-
Cadmus jumping off a roof.
Yeah, but you're not as tanky as Cad.
It's like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
And you don't
Tanky or not, it's
and you
not a
don't
good
have
reason
big-
to do it.
Yeah, you also don't have a big monster to land on.
So, the
Oh
six
no,
of
she
you
flashes back to Cad do it.
form up, grab out your weapons. V, what were you wanting to do before you left the room?
I want to look for a picture of my mom.
Over the course of the last few minutes you spent looking around at things while Maya was doing things, you would recognize that there is no photo of any adult here, and everyone in these photos has a very similar appearance. You could easily conclude that these are probably all of Dionysus's kids across time, and probably not his lovers that he's taken over that time.
My mom. Okay. Then yeah, I'll leave. Close the door.
Okay. Alright, you close the door. The seven of you walk down the grand staircase and out the front door.
Well, I'm going to the window at the front door, and I'm just gonna look through it. Like,
Okay.
see what I can see.
Perception check.
Let's say saucy 20.
Saucy 20, okay.
No, saucy
Um,
21. Saucy 21.
21. Okay. You do not see
Extra
anything
saucy.
other than the moving of the grass and the winds as you look outside the vineyard.
I think it's clear. I'm gonna move the chair out from the door.
Okay.
And as you guys step out of Chateau Dionysus, that's where we're going to take our break for the evening. We will be back at the 1/4 mark for anyone who is watching.
It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes. All right, we'll be back.
Bye.
Bye. everybody, we're back!
Hello.
Thank you for joining us on part 2 of today's episode of Dungeons and Demigods! We're back!
It's time to start the music. It's time to
start.
light the lights.
So, yes, we are back from break. Just to recap, in case you joined us during the halftime break, what has happened this week? This week, our adventurers have made it through the malicious maze of madness into the Vineyard of Dionysus, where they have spent time exploring Chateau Dionysus and its many rooms with uses. And we found a nice office, which was really cool because it had photos of every one of Dionysus's children in there, including photos of V, our local child of Dionysus. From the second story of Chateau Dionysus, young Calliope, daughter of Hades, if you need a recap on that one, watch our first 16 episodes, noticed that there was movement at the hill in the center of the valley. So they are on their way to that hill to investigate and see what's up. Also, I forget, for everyone else who's here and cast members, Hannah has a commands to bring up the prophecies in chat, right? Does anyone
Yes.
remember what it was?
Yeah.
Prophecy.
I don't remember.
Someone should figure that out.
Let's try.
Try ! Prophecy.
Just
I think
saying,
it's quest 1.
it might be
Quest-
in
Yeah.
Yes.
boy.
Quest 1 and
Yeah.
Quest 2. Also, that's not how you spell prophecy.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Prophet. How is
Prophecy.
it? Wait.
PH.
Prophecy.
It's PH, not F.
Prophecy.
Between brothers, lovers,
It's
lovers,
PH, not F.
prophets, no-
Okay.
Oh well.
So,
Okay.
the 7 of
I don't have a
you
high intelligence.
depart from Chateau Dionysus. Can I get a marching order, please?
I think Abby's front and center. Right?
Hmm.
It's your quest. So you
Probably.
get to Abby. I'll be behind Abby.
No, it's me. I'm there.
I'll
I'll be behind V.
yeah, I'll just float towards the middle, I guess.
I'll
Kinda
be
keeping an eye out.
behind.
I mean, are we going in a
The
single file
first
line, or
three.
can we 2x2 it, 3x2?
We can 2x2. It's like a 15-foot wide road.
No, we have to go in a single file line to hide our numbers.
V's on it. And we want to go home.
beside Callie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. I'm either in the back or with Luke.
Okay.
Chat.
I assume
Yeah,
they're
you are.
both at the back, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the two of you are
Sure.
at the back. Annie will be up at the front, or Addie will be up at the front with V. You guys begin to march.
And you, Val, did you get a haircut? It looks
No.
your hair looks very nice. Your shaved sides look very nice today. Anyway,
Thank
we can
you.
continue.
Yeah. So you guys begin to march. The sun
I
kind of bearing
appreciate
down at this
Val.
point. It's probably it's probably around like midday, which is weird because you don't remember that. You think back to when you entered the maze and it was like earlier morning, but now it's like just straight up middle of the day and you didn't feel like you spent that long in the maze, but it's gone by a few hours already. And as you begin to walk forward, the wind breathes a gentle gust across your faces, bringing the scent of warm grapes and moist soil. And you begin to walk. As you leave the chateau, the road gets a little bit more gravelly, a little bit more dirt-based. And the soil begins to compact a little bit under your feet. And everything is flat except for that one hill in the center, and you begin to head towards that hill, and it grows as you continue to get closer. I think the highest passive is 16, and that's Luke, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Luke.
I also have 16.
Okay, Luke and Maya. Good. Okay. One in the middle and one in the back then. You two, as you're walking, would hear... Let me just double check that they would. Yes. Okay. You would hear a noise off to your left. Probably 40
What's it?
feet ahead
What?
of you. You hear like a
Sound like
cracking
a-
noise.
Like a tree branch snapping type of noise.
Something like that. But it's off in the vineyard.
Guys, something's over
She's
there.
just
Something
gonna
made a noise. Points in the
select
direction.
Load her bow.
Okay, so you pull the bow, quickly stringing it. Luke takes the time to point out to everyone else that there was a noise in that direction.
Hello?
You raise your scope, looking over, and you don't immediately see anything. And as you all begin to like look around, V, you would hear from the right. You'd hear chuffing noise almost coming from off to the right. And it's familiar noise. You've heard similar noises before.
Is it my shadow?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Is it my shadow?
You're still not making any sense to me.
Is that her shadow?
My shadow!
Was it Shadow?
Oh, is it her shadow? Yes, thank
Is
you
it
for speaking
shadow?
to me in the Queen's English. I appreciate it.
Shadow.
You look that direction and you don't immediately see Shadow.
I'll do my little whistle to summon him.
Okay, Maya, you were saying something?
I drew more than one cat.
Could be one
So,
of the others.
as you guys are having this discussion, V puts her fingers to the sides of her mouth, does the full whistle, and after about 20 seconds, you hear coming from directly in front of you, and in a single large leap, in front of you lands Shadow, full size, fur glistening as he lands directly in front of the group.
Hey, baby! I give him little scratches.
And he
He's
kind of
a
like
lot
purrs
bigger
in
than
your
in
hand.
Maya's drawing.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Luke, seeing this for the first time, this thing is easily 10 feet long from front to back, not counting the tail. It's 6 foot at the shoulder. It is a very large black cat with short, very shiny fur, blackened, with one eye green and one eye blue.
I'm also going over to give him a little scritch.
Yeah, so you guys are on either side of him now, taking his large head and just scratching behind his ears.
I'm glad he's on our side.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
He is.
Note
Okay.
that was not. He did not come from the direction that you heard either noise.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, do you have brothers or sisters? More kitties?
And he just continues to like lay into your hand as you scratch, completely ignoring your statement.
I take my hand away. I know. What do you got?
I see a Maya hand.
Can I make an active perception to see if I
for it.
can see anything?
Go for it.
Ooh, hell yeah. That's... Saucy 20.
So I see 20. So as V is arguing with Shadow, essentially, your eyes keep flicking back to the area that you saw, there you heard this cracking noise. And over the tips of the vineyards, you see something maybe brown, dark color, pointy, sticking up out of the top of it and then disappear back underneath it.
Brown and pointy?
Brown and pointy.
Like ears?
Like a stick?
Like a stick.
Or like a
But
stick.
not wooden. It looked shinier than that.
Metal?
I-
Spear.
Maya's gonna like cautiously walk towards it.
Okay. As you begin
She's
to
gonna
like,
tap Callie.
okay.
I was gonna say, if Callie notices you go, she's like, okay.
So you two begin to
And
step
just,
forward, hand in
like,
hand.
start throwing a little bit more taut and like just like still having it aimed down,
Okay.
but like walking.
And you begin to step forward. As you do so, staring in, you see there are 2 colored pinpricks in between 2 of the trellises in front of you. And only Maya would see this at this point. And they are bright purple,
Back it up.
looking
Back
at
it
you.
up.
And as like you begin to approach, you see that the pointy things begin to raise above the like 5-foot layer of the vineyards, and you see that they are not sticks, but indeed massive antlers coming out from between the vineyard walls, and you see that they are attached to a sleek brownish black furred head that is a very familiar shape with bright purple eyes, easily a cat twice as big as Shadow size.
With antlers?
A cat with antlers?
Yeah,
Back
coming
it up.
out from underneath the thing. One paw goes over one side of the vineyard, and the other one comes up,
Back it up.
and it begins to lean in at you. The rest of you would now see this creature as it appears over the side of the vineyard.
Look to Shadow. Look to the thing.
We've lost Ben.
Oh, Ben, we need your camera back. Where our formatting's all messed up. Oh no, we've lost Ben. Okay,
Where is Ben?
we might need to go to holding screen for a second.
Nope, it's fine.
Oh no, he's
There he is.
he's back.
Oh, he's back.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. We needed you because we couldn't see. Like our thing was all.
Internet went.
Okay.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
don't know why. It just went. Sorry.
Okay. So this creature begins to pull itself over the vineyard, very gracefully stepping. You see its long tail, almost like 15 feet long, flicking behind it, and it's very intently staring at you. V, as you're playing with Shadow, you look up and you see this creature, and you hear a noise behind you, and you look back and you see another creature almost identical, but this one with bright maroon red eyes staring back at you. There's one on either side of you now approaching out of the vineyard.
Do they look pissed? Or just curious?
Roll an animal handling check or insight check, your choice.
Animal handling or insight. Okay. Okay, that's another saucer 20. I rolled another 14.
Okay. That's going to be a saucy 20. Looking at them, they don't immediately seem angry. They're more just watching you.
She's gonna redraw her bow and put the arrow back very slowly.
And you slide it back into place. And the creature walks around its large paws, easily 1 to 2 feet long, like pressing into the ground. Callie, that image of the paw hitting the dirt, you figure you know what took out Edgar Allan Crow earlier, and they begin to slowly circle you, walking past each other.
Can I try and keep eye contact with our dark purple one?
Okay, yeah, you may. You remember the glints that you saw earlier were red. The red one is the one that took out Edgar Allan Crow.
If Maya's okay, I'm going to put one hand on Maya's shoulder and try and keep eye contact with the dark purple one.
Okay. V, what are you doing?
I'm going to kind of like 2 pats on Shadow's back to try to indicate I want to get up on top of him.
Okay. And he very easily noses you and just rolls you up onto his back.
DD.
And he seems totally nonplussed. He seems fine.
I'm gonna kind of try to get him to go closer to where they're circling, and kind of extend out a hand to either one of them.
So, the purple one has stopped circling at this point and is staring intently at the group. The red one, kind of snakes over to you, its head drifting back and forth as it walks, and it's gonna lean down and just take one long padded tongue and just run it across Shadow's head, and then go back.
Okay, I think they're friendly.
As its head kind of rears back, you hear a clinkling noise, and you realize that there is a long metal tag underneath its throat, and there is one on either of them.
Oh, I want to look at their tags. I want to see their names.
Okay. What are you doing? All
I'm
right,
gonna
all of you would have
use my
noticed this as the
eyes.
clinkling happens. Okay. So you
And he's
use
like,
your eyes. Okay. Looking at them, go ahead and roll a perception and investigation check, your choice, to see at this distance because it's a little far away.
Okie dokie, that is 18 plus 2, so that's a 20.
Okay. So from this distance, the red one would be visible to you. The purple one would not. You see its Greek letters spelling out a word, and its name seems to be Merlot.
Oh, that's adorable.
Merlot and Cad.
The purple one you wouldn't be able to see, though, at the moment.
The purple one is probably Cabernet. It's not?
Anyone else want to use your eyes?
Anyone else want to use your eyes?
Yeah, I'll look. I'm staring
Sure,
the purple
yeah.
one down.
Okay, yeah, sure. Anybody who wants to make your choice of perception or investigation. Go for it.
I'm staring
I'll
these
look.
cats down. I do not
What
trust
do I have
them.
to pick one?
17 plus, or was it investigation or
16.
Perception. 18 total.
Maya, what'd you get?
perception?
Can I use my perception from before? Or...
21.
21.
Oh wait, no.
So-
Wait. Sorry, perception.
Anyone who got higher than a 15
Then
would
for
see
you,
that the
23. Sorry.
one with the red eyes is named Merlot, and the one with the purple eyes is named Syra, spelled Syrah.
Can you put those names in the text chat for us?
Sure, I can.
Thank you.
And they continue to circle you, but they make no movement upon you.
V, what are these cats doing?
I think they're my dad's. Hi, I'm
Why are
I'm
they
Dionysus' kid.
They make no movement that they haven't already been making.
Why are they circling us like sharks?
I wish I could tell you. They're not gonna hurt us. Maybe they're just trying to make sure that we're friendly too.
How do we
Maybe-
communicate that to them?
Maybe try moving forward?
Yeah. Buddy?
Cad's he's gonna put his shotgun in his bag. Just
Okay.
and he's gonna just put his hands up and go, "We're here on a mission, on a quest that Dionysus sent us on. We have to find his what's the thing called?
Thysia?
Thistle thing.
This
His staff.
something.
The only reason I'm not helping you is because I feel like the teenagers would have to remember it on their own because it's
Okay.
a word that they wouldn't encounter on a regular
We're
basis.
looking for Dionysus's staff thing. He's just gonna edge closer to one of the cats, the one with, let's say the one with red eyes, and he's gonna just, How to Train Your Dragon, just.
Okay, you put out your hand the same way you had with Shadow,
Mhm.
and instead of putting its head to your hand the way that you had hoped, it just huffs, like moisture immediately beginning to like condensate on your hand. And it steps back once, and then looks at the rest of you. It's going to make a noise, a chuffing noise, like this like throaty thing at the back of its at the back of its throat. And as it does that, it kind of directs that towards Shadow, who then goes over and takes Addie and like noses around the side of her, grabbing her backpack in her teeth and just flips her up behind V onto its back.
Oh!
You see Addie just this whole time, oh, hi kitty,
Soft kitty purr purr.
and is just kind of like in shock behind V. And at the same time, the purple one and the red one look at each other and approach each other, and you see them brush pelts off to the side, and then they both lower their shoulders.
I'm gonna get on the red one.
Oh boy.
Okay, you get on Merlot. Okay.
Oh.
I guess they're offering us rides.
I'll get on the purple one.
Syra?
I
Okay.
get on the purple one because the red one still took out my bird.
Syra?
I'll
Okay.
go with Callie and to Syra as well.
Okay, there's 3 on Syra. She's
Alright,
at
so
max
then I'll go on
capacity.
Merlot.
Okay, there's another
I
one
will
on
go
Merlot.
on Merlot with
There you go.
Cadmus.
Okay, you all get on your respective guardians, and they each begin to stand, and with a singular leaping bound, they all take off into the air, and there's this feeling of weightlessness that is not at all like being on a Pegasus. It is falling, but it is so much more because you can feel
With
their tail
style.
flapping behind them, like rotating, changing their direction as they start landing, and they
Helicopter cats. It's like
Miraculous.
it's like dog copter. It's cat copter.
Mhm.
Miraculous. Simply the best.
They're the best.
Oh,
Captain
and
Sorry, we're done.
okay, you land, and as you land, they immediately like lean one shoulder down and raise the other, making a very clear gesture.
Oh, okay.
Yep, slide off.
Thank you,
Can hop
Syra.
off.
Thank you, Syra. Pat.
Thanks.
Oh, that's a good purr noise.
What a
Okay,
good
flex.
kitty. I don't have any like food I can give them, otherwise I would.
Yeah. So you all disembark. Even Shadow puts the shoulder down to like, and as you all disembark from the cats, they all move, and you see that as they walk off to the side, Merlot and Syra interlock one of their antlers each and kind of rub their heads against each other, and then take apart. And Shadow goes bounding between them, half their size, probably nowhere close to their age.
He's such a little
But-
baby.
It's like their little brother.
He's a little
This is-
8-foot
It's
baby.
pretty easy to figure out that yeah, this is their baby.
Yo.
Oh my god, that's their parents?
Yeah, that's Shadow's parents.
Yup. Yup.
What happened? What went wrong?
Oh my god.
Young, what the fuck?
Wow. Oh.
He's a young
Rude.
boy.
Oh, so he's gonna have antlers someday too. Aw.
So they go bounding off into the vineyard, and you see them as they hit the bottom of the hill. They all just start racing and moving,
Oh.
and you see them
Aw.
hopping over each other.
Oh.
Syrah very obviously
Cute.
having the clear lead in pretty much any of the contests. Looking at them now, when they first appeared, they seemed semi-identical, but watching them move in motion, you see Merlot is so much bulkier, and you don't know how you could have ever mistaken them as ever being similar, now having any amount of time with them, whereas Syrah is so much more lithe and graceful. And Shadow has always impressed you with how strong and graceful he is, and he looks like a bumbling idiot compared to them. They move with complete purposeful motion. It's actually quite beautiful to watch them bound and play. And eventually they become just small dots on the edge of the valley, playing in large fields. So, the rest of you have disembarked. You are on top of a large hill. There are 2 trees, large pines on either side of you. And in the center, there is a smaller seedling tree, maybe 4 foot tall. And next to that, there is a like an old, like late 90s, like chair, like sunning chair with like the rainbow plastic stripes and the white aluminum frame. You know, like the kind you would have in the garden. And there is a small red and white ice chest next to it, and a stick.
I
A stick.
swear to God. Just a stick.
A stick.
Yeah, a stick.
Stick.
If anyone wants to go up and look at anything, you can. I'm just giving you the general knowledge of what you have.
Yeah, I
What's up,
mean,
Cadmus?
It's the stick. I want to go to the
Okay.
stick.
I assume that most of you are headed towards the stick.
Sure.
So as
Keep
you
guys-
watched.
This
I'm assuming your shield is
motherfucker.
still grip tight.
Well, as you walk up, you see that this seat is very obviously like sun damaged and dry as shit. It's been sitting out in the sun for a really long time, exposed to the elements. And you look up and you see that there is this wooden stave, maybe like 3 to 4 feet long, propped up against the chair.
A stick. I mean, it's good to know Dad says trans rights, but a stick?
I mean, maybe if you pick it up, it will turn into something. You know, like in the movies.
It's probably just a stick. He probably sent us here for a stick.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah. Grab
The stick. All right. So
the stick.
grab the stick. So as you grab the stave, you pick it up, and immediately pain flashes through your body. It's the first thing you feel. And you go to let go of it, but your hand is in so much pain that your muscles won't unflex. And immediately this racking flashes begin to move up your arm and across your shoulder. Can you please make me a Constitution saving throw?
I can't.
Jesus.
Stick is
actually,
not
okay,
just a
no.
stick.
It's a
Clear.
deadly weapon.
That's a 22.
22. Okay, that's a success.
Clear.
Let me count some things real quick.
Uh-oh.
Clear the
12.
condensation.
Clear the condensation.
31. So you take 15 points of psychic damage as you grasp onto this item, and you feel this immediate flash of power burn through you. This thing has the weight of so much more than just an oaken stave, and as you grasp it, staring at it, unable to look away, it extends another foot, and you see a large gilded pine cone come out of the top of it, and braided bronze grapevines begin to work their way down the edge of it.
I grabbed the stick.
And you hold on to it. Now that you have the opportunity, are you holding on to it, or are you letting go?
I'm holding on to it. This feels right.
Make me another Constitution.
No, my god.
Oh no! Oh no!
Do I see?
Wait,
you take
hang on.
it- do I see you
did
take
you
it
say?
Can you make me another Constitution save? Just this is all taking place over the course of seconds.
Do
This
I
is-
see the
this
physical
is-
toll?
okay.
You will in just a moment.
That is a 16 plus 4.
16 plus 4. Okay, that's 2 successes in a row.
Yes.
Okay, this is actually
Thanks.
much
I
less
don't know.
difficult this time.
I didn't know
Uh,
what the. I don't know what the
12,
DC is. So I'm assuming
24.
so.
Actually, that's almost the same. That's another 15 points of psychic damage that you take as it burns through, but this time you manage to take your second hand and wrap it around, and the pain stops. So the rest of you at this point would see that V, joking, is like, ha, it's a bet, it's just a stick, picks it up, and immediately has to steady herself with it as you see this, like, pain rack itself through her body. And the staff explodes outward in its form. I saw hands from both Luke and Cadmus.
Think we want to do the same thing, don't we? Just rush forward and try and
Well,
help
except
me.
I had a bit more than just going to grab her.
What are you trying to do?
I was gonna life
Okay.
transference.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Luke, you go behind and hold her
I
up
think
as
like
she
we're
needs to
yeah
save
yeah. Luke and I are both the quest members, so I think we both immediately go and try to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the two of you are immediately at her side. Cadmus ready with that life transference. Go ahead and roll the damage for that.
Okay, so that's 9 plus 9 and 9 plus 8 is 17 plus 7 is 24. That's 24 points of damage to me, which brings me down to 6, and that is
Oh, jeez.
48 points of healing to V.
Okay.
Yay! I have double digits again.
Maya's gonna. Idiot. Maya's gonna, Chance of Light on Cad.
What did Luke want?
Sorry.
Okay, that's a 10 points.
Okay. 10 points of healing to Cadmus.
Thank you.
As that happens, you feel this like magical presence in your mind. It's almost as if two large eyes were looking elsewhere and suddenly see you.
We
And-
see each other.
and they're a familiar presence. You feel at the back of your mind. It's almost like your dad is standing behind you, and he's looking at you. But it's not in a way that is terrifying. It's in a way that is almost comforting.
What did Luke want to do?
Yeah, Luke, you had tried to steady her. Were you doing anything else?
Yeah, just like in that moment of her just like the two of us rushing forward and like grabbing him, Cad doing like the life transference, she's gonna be like, V, are you okay? And then just like look at the staff as it's like as it changes and transforms,
Yeah,
and just be like,
Fully changed now.
whoa. Okay. That's definitely not just a stick.
Yeah, a little more than a stick.
You found it, V?
How do I feel?
Like you went
how
through
do
a
you
lot of
feel?
pain very quickly.
I did go through a lot of pain very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are automatically attuned to this item.
Oh.
Oh
Sexy.
shit.
Oh
It's,
shit. Oh shit.
Okay, so
Oh
that's
my
our
God.
quest done. Good luck with the Python. We're gonna go back to camp.
Shadow traveled out of there with the three of us.
Is that? Did we? We did it.
I'm
Yeah, I think.
as soon as Luke puts his hand on me, actually, just reading this real quick, I would immediately do this if I knew I had the ability to.
Yeah, you would know what you can access of this staff, and it feels like there is boundless power behind it that you cannot access without destroying your mortal form. These are the abilities you have access to now, if you want to try and use the weapon of a god.
Okay, I am going to look to Luke and say, "Wake up!" and I'm going to expend one charge to use the Restoration from Madness.
Okay. So as you put your hands on to like steady her shoulders, she turns around and says, "Wake up!" and just gives you a light tap on the head with the edge of the pine cone. And immediately his head goes back as this
Bonk, damn
purple glow appears in his eyes, and his mouth opens. And in that moment, there is this overwhelming sense of information being thrown in your head. Can I please have an intelligence saving throw, please?
Is all his hair gonna burn off and his teeth fall out like in The Good Place?
Oh no!
Do I get to? Yeah, intelligence saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Natural 1, -1.
Okay,
Oh!
0.
So as this information is just anvil dropped directly back to your head, you passed out. You are still at hit points. You are still at full hit points, or whatever hit points you were at. Your brain cannot take the mental strain. Can you go ahead and roll me 1d4, please?
Can I grab him up before he
Oh,
falls to the
come
ground?
on.
Annie's gonna instantly like rush over to his side, but still clutching her shield and just.
Cat, I would say
I
you're
think,
still
like,
staying
yeah.
V at this point, so you probably wouldn't be able to grasp
Okay.
Luke, but Annie would.
I think
Well,
like in that
V
moment
should
he would
be-
just
V
like
should be good. He's healed.
Fair.
I think in that moment he'd just like grasp his head in pain and then just like fall back and just. Yep.
V, I think you hit him a
Before-
little too hard.
A 1 again.
1. Okay, good to know.
Too much
It's a lot of
bonk.
ones today. Oh boy.
Too much bonking damage.
Too
Yeah.
much bonk.
I have been
Vivi,
bonked.
what did you do? What did you do to him?
I have
Is
no
he okay?
idea. I can do it to you too.
No. Yeah, I did not lose my memory. You don't need to do it to me.
I mean, you are kind of crazy, you know. Whole look at me, I have a shield. Ah, ah,
What do you?
ah.
Yeah, there was a lot of danger in there.
Bonk.
So, much more minor form of madness.
Did I try to like?
Oh, do you
block
want to
the
try and
bonk with the
resist?
shield? Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead and just roll me
Block the
like an
bonk.
acrobatics check.
Bonk.
13.
13. So as you like take your shield, she goes bonk to the side.
Oh.
And you have a much more minor form of madness than Luke had. And as it hits, you look at the shield in your hand. You're like, What the fuck is this? It's the feeling that you have is like, this is just a shield. Why am I still carrying it? My whip is way cooler.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the shield back where I don't know how I keep my shield because it's a shield.
Probably just like on the back of your pack, I would assume.
Yeah, sure, and then gonna
Captain
kneel
America.
down next to Luke and like,
Yeah.
Luke.
You see him at this point. He's
Grab his hand, shake it a little bit. Luke, are you okay?
Maybe you should kiss him.
after.
I'm not kissing him, Cadmus.
I see a Calliope hand.
As soon as she sees Luke fall, she's going to grab Cad's shoulder and go, "No! No more life transference! No! No!
I'm
No!"
fine.
No!
I didn't know what the staff did to her. It might have not been enough for anything else.
You heard the bonk! No!
You heard the bonk.
I'm good.
Just gonna look at Mara and go,
Absolutely.
Okay. After about a minute of you like moving Luke's shoulder, he begins to stir. Luke, you open your eyes, pain still piercing your head, and the first thing you see is just Annie's face, like right here, and you know who she is. She's Annie. She's the demigod that you guys picked up from Nemesis' place. You had to carry her this morning across a place where she almost got eaten by a snake.
You're okay. You're okay.
Just gonna open his eyes. Annie? What?
Yeah, you're.
What happened?
V bonked you. Do you
course she did.
remember everything?
Yeah.
You kind of passed out there when she.
Just for clarification, DM, I remember everything in the time between, right?
Everything.
Cool. Yep.
You kind of fell unconscious, and
Yeah.
that scared me.
I'm good. I'm okay.
Yeah. Is your
think.
head okay? Is she like kind of checks her bumps? Is your head okay?
It's fine. Don't worry. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
There's an awkward
And she,
moment where
scoots
she's
back,
like feeling the
realizing
back
what
of his
she's
head
doing,
where
and then just like
I think there'll be like
she
an
just
awkward
quickly stands
moment.
up and turns away.
Yeah, awkward moment, I think, where she's checking the back of his head for like bumps, and he's just like, "No, it's fine." And then their hands just touch, and it's just like a moment of just like, "Oh, I remember that now."
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm okay.
Important note that I forgot to mention. Across the bronze braided grapevines on the staff, there are several small gemstones polished to look like grapes. And the 7 largest of which are glowing with a slight amount of light, 2 of them now being dimmed.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. Thanks. Slowly gets up. Are you helping him get up, or are you just turning away?
She turned away and like is just walked away, staring at the ground or like at the vineyard.
Slowly starts getting up then by himself.
Maya, because you have the other highest passive perception in the group and you weren't directly involved with this, I am going to let you know a piece of information regarding the thing around you. Looking around, because everyone immediately focused in on the stave, you would notice that the trees, the 2 large pine trees, each have small placards on them, and there is another small placard hanging from one of the branches of the small tree.
I go and read them.
Okay. Their names you see on one of the large trees says Castor, and the other says Pollux, and there's a littler tree that also says Castor, but it has a little 2 numeral next to it.
Castor 2?
Castor 2.
Oh, reincarnated.
Oh shit.
No, that is not what that means.
No?
Castron.
No,
Anyone who has
Okay.
any
they're
knowledge
named
of
they're named after
yeah,
figures.
anyone who knows
Wait,
Castron
sorry,
Pollux,
what were the names again? It was
Caster Pollux and Caster 2.
The big tree
Anyone
is original
who-
caster.
Would like to
Caster
make
2 Electric
a
Boogaloo.
history or religion check if you would like.
Yeah, I got
okay.
you.
Alright,
That's
Bonnie knows.
17.
Maya doesn't.
It's a
Caster 'cause
17
there was
plus you
original
said religion
caster.
or history.
Yes.
So it's a dirty 20.
15.
17.
Okay. So, you would know the basic story of the original Castor and Pollux, being that they were twins. However, one of them was the son of Zeus, and the other was not. When they died, Pollux became a god, but did not want to live without Castor, so he decided to split his immortality between the two of them. And now they spend times equally sharing time in the underworld and on Olympus, switching places. You would know they were not children of Dionysus; they were children of Zeus. They were technically Dionysus's half brothers. They still are because they are immortals. Do with that information what you will.
So... Maya doesn't know anything. She just reading names and trees. She's like,
So
oh,
sorry.
interesting.
Annie will
Abby, are
walk
you
up.
crying?
Abby,
Yeah.
Abby cries.
Okay.
Annie will
Abby
walk
is
up
cr-
behind.
It's because of the memes that we're sending, not because of cuteness.
God.
Hey.
Anyway,
That group
Annie will
chat, I
walk
swear
up
to God.
behind Maya and like see the plaques and explain the original Castor and Pollux.
Okay, yeah. What are you guys doing now? You stand atop a hill, one quest having been at least partially completed.
Oh yeah, because we have to return it, right?
But not before
But
we
what if
use
we-
it.
I see a Calliope here.
With, yeah.
Calliope?
Walk over to V and go. I like gesture to the staff and go, like in the movies.
Yeah, like in the movie.
It looks really cool, by the way. I wasn't gonna say it, but it looks really. You look like power pose.
It does look really cool.
It does.
Shame I'm gonna have to
We
get
don't have to give it. Yeah, we don't. I mean, there's no like set time limit, right? We could just take some
We can-
pictures with
we
it.
can make this for the other one.
Oh God, yeah, that other quest we've gotta go. That one's, yeah, this is gonna be really cool.
So many
You
bonks.
can bonk Python. You can bonk Python. Bonk it
I
right
could
in his stupid face.
into next century.
I mean, we'd have to deal with him the next century, but you know, we could bonk him.
We could just keep bonking him over and over again.
Just keep bonking him. Just keep bonking and bonking and bonking. I feel like we've
So-
gotten off track, but we're
After the bonking conversation, is there anything you guys accomplish?
No.
Okay, you're just there. What are
Oh,
you guys
can I-
doing?
Can I look into the cooler?
Oh, sure. You pop open the cooler, and there is, at this point, almost entirely evaporated a pool of water that at some point was probably ice. It's pretty nasty at this point. And sitting in it are two sealed glass bottles. They have no logo on them. They are clear, maybe about yay big, like the size of a beer bottle in the shape. But they are clear glass, and on the inside is a bluish purple liquid.
Take it.
Okay.
I'm assuming I have proficiency in opening bottles.
I would assume you of all people would know how to open a bottle.
Is it a screw top or a cork or a bottle opener?
I want to. What does it smell like?
This one would be the ones that you have to use, like the bottle opener. Yeah. You smell it, and it's like it smells like flat blue raspberry soda.
It could just be flat blue raspberry soda, but I want to make some sort of check on it anyway. Maybe an Arcana to see if it's magical.
I would just. So the basic rules in Player's Handbook is if you taste a little bit of it, you know what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh.
The noise that you just made, I just. That didn't mean make it more. That didn't.
Okay,
Okay.
I have a,
We're done,
I have
we're done,
a
we're
thing
done,
with,
we're done, we're done,
sounds
we're done.
and anxiety, so
Oh,
Aaron,
yeah,
give me
no.
a thumbs up when it's safe, please.
No, it's safe. It's safe now. You're good. You good. You good. You good. Okay.
Thanks.
Sorry.
So, what I was going to say is, this is the equivalent. This is a beverage for the gods, but is the equivalent of a potion of heroism.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh. DRB as I Google that potion of hero.
And you have two. One of them now with no top.
It's Dutch code.
Okay.
Put the tap back on.
It's
It's,
you know when you
it's a
pop the
bottle
top
opener
off
one.
of a bottle.
Can we wax or some tinfoil and just make a
Well, you could also just put it in one of the other many bottles that one of your players is carrying around.
This is true.
Just reminding you that she carries a liquor store on her at all points in time.
It's a wonder we can
do
sneak
carry
anywhere with all those bottles just going clink, 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 clink.
Clink, clink, clink.
It's amazing that when she takes damage, she just doesn't take extra damage from the glass shattering.
Ooh, good idea, Kate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No!
Hey!
Okay.
Oh no!
I'm assuming y'all
Oh,
aren't
no.
just standing around there on a hill. What are you doing, guys? Come on.
I mean, what time
what
it
do
is?
we
Like
do? What is
evening
that to
now,
do?
right?
Like middle of the day. What
Guys,
are you doing?
we have to make a plan to get out of here.
Yeah, we need to.
I and Maide are still
Hmm.
surrounding the vineyard.
That's
What was that, Maya?
I think maybe we should rest because they weren't
Maybe.
in the maze. They were waiting outside of it, so I don't think.
We have to go
They-
back through the maze.
Do we have to go away from the maze? Is there another way out?
Oh, hell no.
Isn't there
I don't
another
want to
way
lose
out?
my memory again.
Could the
I
cats
did
get
that
us?
once. Not fun.
Could the cats get us out?
I think.
I mean, they're pretty gone.
You've got the.
You can
staff
see them
now,
from where you're
so-
at. They're still playing
Okay.
like a quarter
They
of a
got-
mile
they
away.
guard the
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Vineyard,
thought
they're
they'd
not going
gone.
I mean, we definitely should rest. It's been a long
Yeah.
day.
I
Definitely.
see a V
And-
hand.
Yeah. When Luke says, I don't want to lose my memory again, without really knowing what I'm saying, oh, that won't happen for the next 24 hours.
So.
I'm assuming you mean I have something that'll stop me from losing my memory and not I'll lose my memory
so.
again in 24 hours.
Or at least when we wake up. Like, I think you'll be good, like, from the maze for a while.
When we wake
okay.
up? Oh, after resting. Sorry,
Yeah, if we like rest again, then I think you'd be susceptible to it again. Like, I don't think you're gonna lose your memories again. If so, then I can just bonk, 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 over.
I hope
How many
not.
times can you bonk?
I twirl it around, count the thingies. Looks like 7 a day.
A day?
Not a day. I don't know.
You would know it would be a day. You have
day, yeah.
pretty decent knowledge of how often you can use the properties of this item as a
So-
mortal.
You can see every
If
equation.
we have to go back through the maze, at least we have something to help with the madness. We just
Yeah,
don't
I
have
can
anything to
bonk
help
all
with
of
the-
you and myself.
The only thing is, we just don't have a way to make sure we don't get separated or lost again.
We could preemptively
We
bonk.
tried that last time. It split us up purposefully.
But we
Okay.
found each other fairly quickly.
And We can't wait for each other like we did last time because we'll be right in front of.
Yeah. What
A lot
about
of
the cat?
things.
Why are we discounting the cats? Why can't we? Why is that not an option?
They
We
might
can-
be able to help us.
They might.
Hey,
can-
hey, Cad.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the whistle?
I can do a whistle. I can't do one. So cat whistles.
Okay, Cad whistles. Not quite as polished as V's New York cab whistle, but he gets the point across. And you see just immediately one set of ears with no antlers perk up. And lands in front of you guys, and you see the other two begin to just like lazily get up and stretch and then walk and just start walking over and make it to you after about 5 to 10 minutes of walking.
Hey, buddy. Listen, we kind of need to bounce. Do you think you could maybe... You and your folks could maybe help us get out of here? I don't speak cat. V?
And you see him like look back at the other two.
They can't leave.
Can they not?
Merlot is gonna walk over to the large Polix tree. And he's gonna look at each of you. And he's gonna take his head and he's gonna place his antlers against the side of the very large tree. And he's gonna run them down the edge slowly. And where his antlers touch, you see this red glow begin to appear down the sides of the tree, where it suddenly splits open.
Transport via plants.
And
Transport
you
via
see,
plan.
and you see, looking out of it, you see a tree. You are from the perspective of a tree atop another large hill, looking out over a immeasurable valley. You see the edges of this valley are miles and miles and miles away. This looks like the large central valley you guys drove through to get here.
Okay.
Like the San Joaquin, like giant valley in the center of California.
Should we hop through? Is that where we need to go?
I think so.
I think this is our chance.
Best guess.
Okay.
Okay.
I yeet.
As you step through, the 7 of you, the temperature immediately changes to be a lot more hot, even though it's still like midwinter.
Ugh.
The humidity comes down a little bit, but the gentle breeze is no longer there, and the air is just kind of stale. Immediately, the quality of air gets to you. It is like harsh and chemically. Yes, V.
Before I go through, I'd like to like kind of like place a hand on Merlot's head and like say like thank you to him, and like then go through. Him or her? Pronouns?
Him. Very much him. That's a guy. Very easy.
That is a male cat. Don't you see? It's male human
Can't you
features
see
on
it's-
that cat body.
Maya, what are you checking?
When the second we step through, Maya's gonna be on the lookout.
Good to know. Go ahead and roll a
Almost
perception
friends.
check. V, as you step through and you kind of like are waving back to Merlot, you see Shadow look at you and wave a paw, and the tree closes.
Without him?
Yeah, no, he stays.
He's with
He
his
can
mama
come back,
and papa
though.
now.
Yeah.
23.
23, good to know.
Do I still have? I took the stick, right?
Yeah, you still very much have the stick.
Okay.
Is there a way to make that not look like that so that we're not walking around with the weapon of a god out in the open? That's gonna draw some monsters.
Yeah.
The amount of we need to move now.
Yeah, I imagine
Where-
carrying weapons of gods
Oh no!
probably attracts a lot
Patty
of
calls
monsters.
Oh no.
If we're
Oh, no.
here, my dad's car is still by the other valley.
Oh.
God damn it.
One right?
How far away is that?
I don't know. This
Oh,
is...
I'm asking DM.
You have no idea.
Oh.
You-
We're on the other side of where we came in.
No. So the way that California works is there is a massive valley that is like a couple 100 miles wide, long in the center of it, and then you guys were past that up on the west coast in wine country. You are now somewhere in that massive valley, and you do not know where.
Oh,
You have no idea exactly where you're at. Looking around, you see that this is open, and there's farmland and roads. And you're in kind of like ankle-high grass at the moment around a tree atop a hill. But it is not immediately obvious where you're at. Yes, Luke.
Just at that mention, you should be like, oh, we'll come back and get your dad's car at some point. Right now, we gotta move. We
I
can't.
hope we
go back
locked
to
it. I don't
that.
remember if we did.
Cad, you were
Cad-
driving, weren't you? Wait, who was last to drive it?
Cadmus.
I
Cat
was.
was
Yeah, I
last
liked it.
Cad, do you like?
I'm
You
like,
sure?
I'm
Can I
like
have keys?
90% sure. Yeah, I hear the keys.
Thank you.
So where do we go from here?
To Python, I think.
Do we know where
We
that is?
don't know where Python is.
Didn't we find out where the temple was?
We know someone who does. Right? Looks at Annie. Right?
Do I?
I
We
suppose.
I'm
totally
sure.
didn't overhear my mom telling you something.
Oh wait,
where
yeah,
she
I'm
was
going back
at,
through my notes.
We
Hold on,
didn't hear
sorry.
that. Totally.
Didn't Iamus tell us as well?
Someone told us something. I'm going back through my notes. Hold on.
Why don't y'all
Wait,
take this moment to just look through your notes, see if you can find anything.
I don't.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
have. Hold on.
It won't be at mine. My notes are
Uh,
awful.
My notes are also awful.
I'm trying to think. When did we talk to his mom? That was before or after the big shadow travel.
What? That was well after.
She
Uh,
said that she was in. She said she was in Sacramento, looking over.
Episode
It was
I
really
didn't
14.
write it down because I wasn't part of the conversation. Fuck.
14. I think was the episode B.
14.
Yeah, it's episode.
Oh, hold on. I'm on 13 right now. Okay, 14.
said she was in Sacramento,
That's the-
totally not watching us.
No, it's 15.
Was it 15?
15? Oh, maybe.
15.
We had a confusing timers where we were naming it the wrong episode for a while, so. For me, I've got it as 14.
Man, my notes for that episode were really not
San
great.
Francisco. She's in San Francisco.
I thought that was
No.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in San
No?
Fran, which is Annie
Sacramento.
knows is where.
Nope.
No.
She's in Sacramento.
No,
Sacramento?
she said They said San Francisco was. Sacramento has never come up in terms of the
No?
planning of the campaign.
I don't know California.
San Francisco was the hint you got for the Vineyard. You neglected
Okay.
to ask the mother where she was at during that time.
What?
Fuck.
Pretty sure she told Annie.
No,
I
she
could've
told
sworn-
Annie
Because
where.
she told
She told
where-
Annie where the choker was. You neglected to
Yeah.
ask her where she was at that point.
Oh, right.
Also,
Well,
she was
too
being,
busy saying some other things.
She was
so.
also being very cagey with information.
Yeah.
she
She
was.
didn't want to tell us everything. Didn't I swear Iamus mention the location of the shrine?
He mentioned
Yeah,
in
I'm
Southern
trying to-
California.
And we're in
That's all
Northern
he said.
California right now. aren't we?
And where are we right now? Northern.
Somewhere in
California.
Central California.
Okay,
So
south
let's
then.
head back-
We gotta just
back
go
down
south. And see what happens.
I mean, we found a bunch of clues leading us to the vineyard. Maybe if we keep heading down south, we'll get some more
Mhm.
pointers.
Okie doke.
Is there any? Do we have anyone we could ask? Any
I
help
don't
we could
feel-
get? I mean, we could try. We could try calling my mom again.
This
I don't
Iris
feel-
messaging might not be the best idea considering the
That's
I
true.
are right there.
Yeah, I listen. With
Oh.
Iris messaging,
Hmm.
we've got
What?
we currently have a good upper hand. They have no reason to believe we are anywhere other than the vineyard. We need to be real careful
Yeah.
about giving them any information
We
that we're
can-
not there.
Crazy
Where?
idea.
Okay.
Crazy idea. We do know someone we could ask. It's hella dangerous. We do know
Who?
someone.
No. They could easily kill us.
You're not going to suggest
and
Johnston,
they
are you?
kind of have an army of snakes right now.
All I'm saying is we know where he is.
Johnston is the enemy. Right now?
No, not Johnston. The other
Who?
one.
Him.
One that was hanging
Big
out at my
honcho.
place.
Slate?
Yeah.
Is he still going to be there?
Why would he have any reason to leave? He never knew
Why
we
would he have
went
any
in there. He would still be there for whatever reason he was there before.
Why would he have any
IMS?
reason to tell us? For all they know, we're still going insane in
I
that
don't know, maybe-
maze.
All I'm saying is that we don't have any leads right now, and he might know. I know it's dangerous. I know it's hella dangerous. But what other leads do we have?
Yes, I see in my hand.
It's dangerous. I know.
I'm gonna try something that'll probably end up in a dead end, but Maya's just, while they all start talking and Maya's just gonna sit down and draw and try to focus on a city or a landmark that could be a clue to where we need to go.
Okay. Before I get to that, Cadmus, you have a hand.
Cadmus just wants to get up to a vantage point somewhere, like at the top of a hill. I think we're at the top of the hill right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
And look for civilization in any direction, motel, freeway, anything.
You're already on top of the hill, and even without giving an active sight, you can see that there are large roads. You see the occasional card going by, maybe quarter of a mile down the way from you. There is farmland. You are in civilization still. It's just going to be a hike to get to a road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could shadow travel again. Push our luck with that.
No,
That's
we don't know where we're going. That's the issue.
So,
We
I
can
see
also
Aviva.
walk.
Can I try to turn my stick into something that doesn't look like a giant staff that's magical and also a weapon of a god?
You focus for a second, and it feels lighter in your hand. And just from taking a moment with it, you feel this like dissipation of magic around it, and you open your eyes, and it looks like a plain wooden walking stick with one of those little rubber stoppers at the bottom, and there's just a slight pine cone stamped into the top of it.
Neat. That's all.
So, Maya, you
She,
are listening.
So she's gonna sit down with her journal, and she's just gonna close her eyes for a second. She's gonna sit somewhere particularly sunny, and she'll just kind of like mutter like softly to herself, "I know you can't help us, but if there's any way that you could help me control this, that we can stop this from happening, just something."
Okay.
It's gonna stop roaring.
Okay. You take some time. I'm gonna roll some dice real quick. Can you go ahead and can you make? Oh shit! Can you make a D20 roll plus your wisdom modifier?
Okay. This is my special Maya dice. Okay. Oh, just wisdom?
Mhm.
It's almost a natural 20, but 22.
Nice.
Taylor Swift'ing it up in here. Okay.
Yeah.
So you take some time and you sit down and you don't even look at what you're sketching. You just let the sun rays hit your hand and you just drift your hand across the page as you feel it move, creating these light, sloppy lines across the page. Yeah, like Birdie.
I like this.
But, to the beat of, I don't know about you. Oh, and as after about 10 minutes of everyone else still continuing to try and throw out plans, throw out ideas, Cad has already started to like put the backpack properly on his shoulders to start moving down the hill. You open your eyes and you see you've drawn this rocky, deserty terrain. You see that there are low bramble bushes that have no leaves and are just sticks. You see this sprouting bristle of cacti, and there's a low building barely in frame up near the front that is stout and short. You see that there is there are trees that have these branches that are covered in what look like almost massive outward layered thorns, and it says there's a sign front, center, middle, bottom, lower third that says welcome to Joshua Tree National Park. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Woo! She's just gonna say like under her breath, like,
Okay.
thank you.
Yep. And that's going to be it for
I
today,
think-
guys.
Something else Luke would just as a remembering that, something else Luke would just quickly add, just be like, and also we've got a god weapon on our side now, so like slay advantage, you know?
I mean, you know,
It's just equal.
Python did eat a god, but you know, swings and roundabouts.
It's fine.
So
Let's
thank you,
worry
everyone.
about that next week.
who
No, I meant against
tuned in
Slate.
with us this week. We'll probably be doing an episode next week. Not a final word on that yet. We're trying to organize some things from the holidays. But regardless, if we do or don't, after that, we will be taking a couple weeks off for the holiday because people are traveling, going places. We'll see when we can get back to doing proper Dungeons and Demigods. I might be running a one-shot or two with some of the players. But we'll keep you guys updated as we can go. We'll make sure Hannah updates her Discord whenever she's back from her trip. But it was lovely having all of you this week, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.